She was like, "Where am I
down
again?"
about. Yeah, well, she didn't even she stood back and started firing a bow, which was like one shot around. Most of them fucking missed, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or basically tickled it if it did hit. And then she just kept fucking dying. Well, going
she
down.
was even using
She does
cover
that a
for
lot.
the first part.
Well, that's it. See? Too much time going down, that's what it is. You get used to it.
No. And have that. Yeah, I'm sure
Oh.
that 16 is to heal.
Yeah, I think it is.
Looking really rough as well. So Gregory.
Yeah, because Sylphina's on 16.
And Brenora.
Brianora, yeah, because they were both.
Sharog looks alright. Actually, I look
fine.
alright-ish. You wouldn't have been alright if you got thrown down a mountain.
Nah.
But you managed to avoid that.
Overall, we're fine. This is fine.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to take... what do you want to do about taking a rest? And do you want to take it here, back at the other side, or...?
Well, it's one of those things. Here, we're way up in a mountain, high up. The other one is we're up a mountain, but not quite so high. And it's also on the same continent that we were supposed to be in. So
Yeah.
I don't know whether we're going to say we have a long rest in the other cave, then come back here, then go through the looting and whatever we were going to do that we were talking about last time.
All right.
And then go back across and then start looking at what's in the other cave.
Well, I suppose it depends, doesn't it? Like, from a player's perspective, there are a load of fucking orcs on the other side. As far as we know, there's only a dragon on this side. Well, although there were some orcs up here when we came through.
We killed the dragon.
And the orcs on the other side were a bit distracted.
I can't imagine why.
I don't know. It's up to you. Where do you want to sleep? Or try to sleep?
Well, in here as well, there's multiple levels in there. Is there?
Yeah,
when you go up the level, is that actually like enclosed space?
Yeah. So these are enclosed.
That's what I didn't realise.
You'd be out of the like blowing wind and shit.
Right. So if we climb up to the next level, whichever one is, then that should be.
I think it's that one's next, and then that's the top. I think no.
I think it is.
Zoom out a bit.
Yeah, because that curve bit there is that.
Yeah, and then that
is the whole.
Yeah.
So that's the very top one. So I don't know. We could climb our way up to the very top one, and then sleep up there.
Well, you guys shouldn't have any issues getting up there anyway.
I don't think. To be fair, I think if we were making an effort to go up there, we'd be fine.
Yeah, we've got ropes and crap
and
stuff.
Worm can just walk up the wall, and Sir Gregory just sort of just slumps down on the floor and
I'll watch the door.
I'll take first watch.
Well, he doesn't sleep. Sir Gregory, well, other than his limited range of vision, he'd be the perfect fucking watch. He doesn't need to sleep.
He does. He is unaware for a period of time if he's got a dip, so it's like he doesn't actually sleep. He just his eyes dim a little bit.
We've got a bunch of elves that don't need long rest. I think it's up to you. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Essentially, have a long rest because we're completely knackered.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're taking a long rest here, then you're fine.
Okay.
So everybody can take the. Oh, actually, I need to open up my character sheet and everything. So we can all take the long rest. That's not a problem.
Nice.
Long rest.
It's probably not the most. It's probably not the most comfortable, but it's still fucking cold up here.
Take long rest. Confirm. Long rest taken.
Nice.
Get all my shit back. Oh yeah. Net, you should be able to find the awakened version of your long axe on D&D Beyond. What I'll say to you is, obviously these are things that I've created. So if there's anything you want to change or stuff like, or any ideas that you've got for it, then talk to me.
Okay. Let's see if I find it first.
Or like Doc, just create your entire fucking weapon and say, "Can I have this?"
Hey, I did say, yeah, I've done this, and you've not told me whether you've looked at it yet.
I have looked at it.
Which version have I got then?
Hang on, I thought, what, you know, because you. Oh, what do you mean? Whether it's like awakened or not?
No, it won't be because it's not.
No,
been
'cause
used.
you've only just fucking got it.
Yeah, but
No, you haven't got it yet. You haven't found it yet.
No. Now you've seen it though, I can only equip it, can't
Yeah.
I?
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Yeah. Where to look at? If anything.
Oh no, delete.
Oh well, because it's specifically. If anything, though, I'd say it was probably a little underpowered.
Doesn't matter.
Well, unless you're fighting undead and aberrations, obviously, in which case it's fucking. Fingers are gonna go. Oh, it's dust.
Fine. Jesus Christ, I can walk far.
I actually haven't done mine yet. I haven't upgraded mine yet because I don't know what I fucking want to do with it. Well,
Walk
it's
far.
like okay, obviously increasing the bonus to attack and damage,
Yeah, which makes sense.
which is standard.
Yeah.
But then, like, I've already got this, like, the spell on it, the Thunder Step. Do I increase that, or do I add something new? Like yours has got something new, or do I increase the strength further? But what difference does that really fucking make? But also,
You can put a
Yeah.
charge thing on it, or you can put a status effect on it.
yeah, that's what I haven't gotten round to deciding what I want to do with that yet. So if we get into any trouble tonight, I'll just remember to add one to everything.
Wish.
And roll better than that.
wish.
It has a
Wish
daily
spell.
wish spell. Like what?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
slightly overpowered. No, it isn't.
What-
It's
what, like the look
perfectly
blade?
Fine. No, that has 3 and then it's gone.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I mean?
true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, you
I
mean
was
one that
looking at it.
recharges each day? It's like.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like at dawn you get a wish.
Mm.
Like what?
Okay, so what's the downside to this? Because there has to be at that point. There has to be some kind of fucking curse. at that
Your
point.
charisma goes down by 1.
Oh no!
Well, every time you cast it,
No,
every time you use a wish.
just while you've got it, your charisma goes from 10 to 9.
Yeah, that's it. There's one minor fucking.
What? Yeah, you smell a bit more. It's like what? Okay.
Fine.
What do you mean smell more? I don't smell at all.
No one's gonna
What?
notice anyway.
Look, you do.
Roses,
No.
roses.
Right. Alright, so everybody got their long resters. I haven't done the other characters, but I'll sort that out if I fucking need to, because I ain't opening up a million tabs if I don't need to tonight. Oh, speaking of which, actually, I need to open... Right, so what do you want to start with? Where do you want to start? Do you want me to move you to a different map? Well, we stepped on this side, didn't we? So, where's...
Are we taking shit from the dragon?
I would say you can take whatever, like, if there's something you want to do, you can take... Oh, there it is.
I think the only thing when we were talking about stuff, the only thing particularly was some scales,
Mm-hmm.
the horn,
Yeah.
and some teeth.
Yeah.
What about the eyes? Could they be used for anything?
Oh, well, think just you, rather than saying what can be used, just have you as a thought. What would you be able to use eyes for?
Potions?
Okay,
Of
potions
what?
of what? Not saying no.
Dragon eyes.
We're just...
You know what I mean? If it's something like a potion of dragon's breath, then potentially yes, but you wouldn't necessarily use the eyes for that. You could use a bit of its tongue or something.
What about, like, you could do maybe...
Sight?
Yeah, like, because they have true sight, don't they? Is it true
Yeah.
sight that they have? Dragons have? Do they? Hang on a minute, just give me a second, I'm just looking at something else. I'm not sure whether it's true sight or... And they definitely have... I don't fucking know.
I think you have blind sight, but it's only the same as me.
They have dark... That's true, but I think it's a bit longer range.
Oh yeah, well yeah, anybody's got longer range.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, that was a shit. Because there's not really any official rules for,
It's what people have come up with. That's all it is.
Yeah,
so you just
it's
have to think, right?
mostly,
Okay, what could
homebrew shit I
it be?
Mhm.
Oh, they do have blind sight. Oh, right. So so they have blind sight 60 feet and dark vision 120. Let me just check something because actually she was technically somewhere in between. An ancient and a great one, so they might. Because great worms do have great sight. True sight. Sorry, not fucking great sight.
Yeah, but what kind of potion could you? You can't create a true sight potion. So what kind
No.
of potion would you be thinking?
Well, you could if I fucking say you can.
No, you know what I mean? It's like that's what I was trying to say to Liam. It's like what could you think? So we know you can make some kind of weapon from the horn or the teeth. Potentially, if you get a bone, you could carve a bow from it, I guess. If
Yeah,
you've got
that's what I read.
the skin or the scales, then you can make a shield or armor with it. But at that point, it's like, well, what else are you gonna
No, I think
do?
it's
So you might be able to use the thing in its mouth. You might be able to cut that out or something in its mouth to get a potion of
Yeah.
or a number of potions of
Oh, it's fucking fire.
dragon's breath.
It's
It's
breath
not
potion
fire, is it?
thing.
But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I can't think what you call it now. I've got a fucking thing here. So.
Fire gland.
well, it's not fire, is it? Because it's a frost one. So
It's a breath. It's called breath
it's a
something.
breath thing. Yeah. So those are the kind of things you could
Oh,
do
I'm
with
just
that.
fucking-
Gobble, thief.
Do you know when you like start searching for something, you just come straight out on the tab on the page that you're on? It's like, oh, okay.
It's when you've opened like a load of tabs on a browser window that you need, and then you just click the X, and it's like not that,
Yeah. And it's all of them.
not that X, the X. The tab.
Yeah. Fuck. I needed all of them.
Yeah. Reopen.
It's the
17
fundamentum that
tabs.
you're looking for. That's the Draconis fundamentum. Is the breath thing.
Is that the pouch in the back of the throat? Thing, then?
It's whatever.
the thing
It's
it's
the
that
thing that they
organ.
made up that dragons do things with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, Liam,
Wizard.
maybe like the idea is rather than come to me and say, "Can I use this for anything?" is more saying, "Can I make this from that?" or something like that. Because I.
There you go. The sinew from its leg will be dragon sinew. Presumably that'll be really strong, so you could create that to make some kind of magical bow, maybe that might have
Oh!
a cold damage thing to it or something. That's what you've got to try and think of.
So
something exciting.
it does say something. It does say that there's something here about using the eyes for alchemy.
Is it?
But it also says the liver and the heart, so I'm guessing maybe that's like
Yeah, I found like heart, blood, stuff like that.
I haven't got anything for blood here on this one. That doesn't mean you wouldn't be able to use it. I just haven't got anything here.
Yeah, blood, frost resistance. There you go.
Yeah.
Frost resistance potions, maybe.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And you can do like the dragon breath potion. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need bits of all of it for that or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe that's why it's saying it.
Eyes and blood.
Right. So yeah, I would say that other than the fundamental, anything else that you want to get, you can just like that. That does need to be fucking rolled for. That's dangerous. You need to figure out how to get that out of it. But other than that,
so scales, claws, teeth.
so anything of the other stuff that you. Why is this not playing?
Playing for me.
Why
You
am I not
always have this issue.
Is it the sound again? It is playing. It's playing like the mountain thing.
Okay.
I like Doug's idea about the bow. So I like to take a bone from.
Right. So you get a particular bone, and some sinew. So you've got bone and sinew. You've got. So if you want to write it down, or I write it down, we've got bone and got sinew. Scale.
With the potential for making.
It's, yeah, and then we can think about what you're going to do later. So it's bone.
I say you've got more than enough scales and hide to potentially make anything. If anybody wants any more armor, or to just make decorative stuff.
Right. So we've took a couple of bones, some sinew, some scales, hide, teeth, and the horn. So we just got that taken it.
And teeth and claws
in
bone. Abundance.
Yeah.
Oh, blood, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, blood, yeah.
Yeah, blood.
Right, and if you want the fundamentum, you can roll for it.
Are you seeing that?
Right, Sharrock, because you're
well,
the
it's cold.
Stugs, so
you know it's going to be cold. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
It's going to be cold damage. Do you want anybody to help you?
Yeah, Borgin can help me. Cause
to be fair, I could also help you, and actually, Grandma could also help you because it's not going to affect
Is she going to be okay? Just mutilating the fellow dragon.
Avert your eyes, Grandma.
Do you know what? I thought about it. I was like, how's because also you used to take the treasure from a cave, and I think she's past all that shit, and also, I think I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because this is like an ancient fucking enemy of hers. So
not only we killed it in combat, we're now butchering a corpse and desecrating it, and she's fine with that. That's okay. Glad she's not my grandma.
Yeah, but dragons. Oh, that's right. Yeah, dragons think differently, don't
they? We're honoring the kill.
What you got to remember as well is like once. I know, but because I actually did think about it, because I was like, because I have to fucking get things right in my own head. But not only do dragons think differently anyway, they're not human, but also, most of them abandon their young once they reach adulthood, or are actively fucking rivals, even metallic ones for the most part, or at least suffer each other's presence. But they definitely wouldn't be living in the same area, and they don't have the same familial bonds from everything I've read anyway in D&D worlds. And I've decided that's how it is anyway. So she don't give a shit.
Well, we could let it all go to waste,
Well, maybe Grandma wants it as a fucking trophy. In which case she should have fucking killed it herself instead of being a little bitch and getting fucking the shit kicked out of her. Yeah. Right, yeah, so you need to... hang on a minute. Why? Oh, okay. I would say it's probably dexterity to try and remove it without fucking killing yourself. Well, that's what I'm saying though. So whether you want to do it, you can if you're working together, then obviously, you get whoever's making the roll can get advantage on it.
Yeah.
So you could be pointing out where it is. If you're not, Hey?
I could be such a dick right now. I've pre-warned you with what I'm about to say by saying I could be because I'm not doing it. I wish we could get that fundament out.
Oh. Shit! Yeah, because I don't think you have to be attuned to that, do you?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay. I don't think you did. I don't think you had to for the... Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Yeah. Right, so who's involved? Because everybody else, I'm guessing, is just going to fucking stand away.
I'm involved.
Come on!
Right, if somebody needs to make a dexterity, if there's a few of you doing it, then whoever's making the cut needs to make a dex save with advantage, because I'm guessing that there's going to be more than one person with a fucking eye on it.
Let's do it automatically, because I have the... When not incapacitated, you add your shield's AC bonus to dex saving throw skills. that doesn't count for that. What else? Wow.
While you're faffing about,
Worm just walked over. What, that? Yeah, no, the DC was 20, so you're fine.
Nice.
It's all good. It's all good.
it looks like a punch ball, doesn't it? One of them,
Yeah.
but blue coloured. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, gives it-
Yeah. Yep. So you can use that for alchemizing or whatever else you can possibly think of, like frost bombs. I don't fucking know. This world's got all kinds of shit going on in it.
Yeah, I read something about that. That you could use it for frost bombs. Well,
I think it basically a lot of what they say you can and can't do depends on the type of world, if you like, that you're running in.
Mhm.
So obviously you get like a lot of high magic worlds and low magic worlds, and then somewhere that sits in between, which is like your normal D&D. This is definitely a high magic world. I mean, a lot of people have said it's not. It's just like normal D&D, but it's not really, is it? There's literally fucking weapons and armors lying around that have been designed to help fucking fight gods, or the champions of really powerful archmages.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking low magic world, is it? It's a world that was once extremely high magic that has fallen to shit and is making its way back up, but these artifacts are still lying around everywhere.
Yeah, and it's
Literally-
numbnuts like us picking them up.
Yeah, exactly. This is not a fucking safe world, but most definitely high magic. So I'm and also you got firearms and everything being invented. So I'm sure if you wanted to make fucking frost bombs or some shit, we'll see. Okay. So what would you like to do next?
Just remove
I'm guessing
shit
whilst
on
this is
it.
happening, Vorak and some of the others are like chipping all the coins out of the fucking ground.
Yeah,
That are buried in the walls and like moving chests down. I can't remember where the where was, because I can't be asked fucking. I've got it in my book. It'll be quicker than scrolling up all the fucking notes. I'm trying to remember where the portable hole was. Whether it was in this side or the other side, because we obviously haven't been over the other side yet to get all the stuff out.
it was the second list of things that you gave us. It was
Yeah,
the very
that's
last
just
thing.
Fucking anything. Oh right, so that's in the cave.
Right.
So you haven't got the portable hole yet.
Yeah, well, what it is, it's just like we'd just be finding stuff. But I probably
we'll be piling it all together.
Grandma being a dragon, because they're like calculatory wizards. She just glances around and tells us exactly how much it is to the.
But basically, it tells you it's essentially the value. She's pointing out where magical items have been like fucking. They're like bottom of chests and stuff like that.
Yeah, but also
they're buried in the coins and shit.
Glances around and said, and there is exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
1,400,000. We go,
Yeah.
what? He said, yeah, just counted it. It's like, okay.
And then when you finish, everybody's like, "Oh fuck!" After half a day's fucking digging, she's like, "You've missed some."
Where?
There's one coin right at the top.
Yeah.
Damn it!
So,
Mhm.
yeah, once we've found all the stuff in here, we just go through the other cave. Once we've worked out what we've got, then we can decide what we're going to do beyond this. But I've currently got all the items that we've already found in my equipment, so I'll be able to hand them out or whatever you need to do. Can you do that? You can't, can you? You've just got to re-get it.
Yeah, you've got to take it off, and then somebody else
Yeah.
has got to take it.
But I've got it in my character sheet.
That'd be cool if you could, though.
Yeah, no, because I've had to modify the look blade.
Yeah.
Somebody's been complaining about it, and I did read it because it says look blade had one charge, and I'm like, okay, I want to re-roll that and see how many wishes it's got. It says it had one charge, and I re-rolled it like 20 times. It had one charge.
Really?
Oh, I'd already rolled it.
Yeah, but when you try and put it
What
in
did
your
I do?
equipment, it says, it automatically rolls.
Oh,
That's
The
stupid.
charge is for the use of luck.
And not for the wish.
Not for the wishes. The wishes are not recorded on it. And somebody from D&D Beyond said, yeah, we don't record a number of wishes on it. You have to just note that down on your piece of paper. It's like, God's sake.
right. Yeah.
So I've actually put a note on it saying this sword has 3 charges of wish.
Okay.
Because you have to put that as a note because
Yeah.
it's not an actual charge. It's
Yeah, because the charge is because you get so
It's
many
for
luck
the
points a day
daily
or
thing,
whatever it
yes.
is. Yeah.
But it was like, everyone's like, why doesn't this work? I specifically said I want one that has got 3 charges to wish because it's 1d4 minus 1, and I've got 3. So where is it? It's like
No.
that's how it works.
Yeah. So also alongside that, obviously, Grandma identifies everything you fucking pick up.
Nice.
So in this is one with that's got like the potion of longevity, the luck blade, two potions of supreme healing, the iron flask, which is apparently empty, and the arrow
Yeah,
of
even I'm wondering
slaying
about-
of undead slaying. Sorry, is that what I put in the thing? Yeah,
But it's just an arrow of slaying.
yeah, but you can
you have to
specify
then-
what
you
it
have
is.
to say
Yeah.
what it's for, because otherwise it
Yeah.
does full damage and everything. So
Yeah.
the person I suggest who's going to have the arrow of slaying is our archer, Brianora.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that. This is-
Is obviously going to Borgen because there's nobody else going to be using that.
Yeah.
So that's an arrow of slaying.
But it's actually specifically undead slaying. You
Yeah,
you might
but
be able to
yes.
find that. I'm not sure whether you have to
It's
set
not.
it.
It's just an arrow of slaying, but you can customize it and put and say undead on it. But if you shoot something, they make a DC 17 con save, and if they fail it, they take 6d10 extra damage.
Hold on.
And then it's
Oh, so it's not like this. Oh, right. Because I thought. So it's not
one
like the Vorpal blade. Is it the Vorpal blade that can behead things that you?
Was it gonna take what? Sorry.
You should be able to just.
You should be able to find the
character
arrow of
sheet.
slaying in the equipment.
Yeah, D&D
Yeah.
Beyond, manage inventory, and then arrow of slaying. You just equip it.
And then you just have to remember that it's specifically for undead.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Add to backpack.
I guess in the healing potions are just going in the fucking bag of holding.
For now, yeah, because
Yeah.
that one. The spear +2.
Mhm.
I can't remember whether
Was that
that's
in
in
here?
here or the
No,
other one.
no, that's the other one.
All right. Well, I know there's a spear. That's going to go to Neff
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'll
Whether
sort that out in a
using-
second. What's that?
Yeah, it's in the other hole.
All right. Well, okay. I'll tell you what. For the sake of fucking arguing
Mhm.
and fucking about, we'll just all the loot that I've told you you've got. You've been through the 2 caves and got it all. You just haven't been around all the.
Yeah,
fucking...
we haven't. That's what I mean. We haven't been round.
Yeah,
the
so-
other bit, so there's not
Right.
a lot we're going to be doing with that. So it's the arrow slaying. The spear +2 goes to Neff.
Oh, I'm such a
Um,
fucking idiot.
The iron flask, just not bothering with it at the moment. Don't know who's going to need that. The short sword, luck blade. It needs to be somebody who would be using. Does it though?
Well, it's more that
If it's
I don't
on
know
your
how
body,
yeah, if it's on your person, you can
body, on
use
your
it.
person, you can use it, and you get the bonuses from the luck thing, even if you're not using it. So
Yeah, so like Borgen, for example, could be using the bow, but have it on
And
him, or
have
even
the
actually, even one of the twins could just be attuned to it and have it on the fucking belt and not be using it.
True.
It's more about who we want to have the
it's the luck. It's
the
one
luck,
day
and who do we
thing.
trust with wishes?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
so not fucking Vorak.
Oh,
Fucking, I
word.
wish this Stew was better. Ooh.
This is the best stew you've ever made. What's in it?
I don't know, a little bit of luck.
Whoopsie.
So yeah, I definitely want to give it to Vorak. I mean, unless you want to, I'll take it.
What does Borgen have? Liam,
For which one?
Weapon.
Attunements. What's
no
the attune-
weapons. What weapons? What
Yeah.
weapons do you use?
A longbow +1.
Yeah. What else?
Rapier +1.
Right. What about
Well, a
Shin?
rapier is equivalent to a short sword, isn't it?
Essentially, yeah. What about Shin?
Shin has. Hold on.
Yeah, he's just stood there looking at his
look.
hand. If he wasn't looking at his hand, he'd be. I know. I'd listen what I'm asking him.
Longsword +1 and a crossbow light +1.
I think the luck blade should go with Borgin.
Yeah.
Well, I
don't
think the
have to
group
be
want.
using it, but the ability to use the charge of luck once a day when you're shooting something is probably worth doing. You know what I mean? Sharpshooter. You roll shit, then you like re-roll it. You get a hit. It's probably worth.
Yeah, so essentially, what the luck blade gives you in terms of combat is a chance to re-roll you fucking 3 of your rolls a day.
That's pretty good.
One of your rolls a day.
Is it? Is only one charge?
One charge, yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, this means better
Yeah,
than
but
fucking
there's
nothing.
3 wishes, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the group would trust Shin with it, to be honest, at the minute.
Well, it's more. It's not that. I mean, a wish. There's not actually that much you can use a wish for.
I mean, technically, you can use it for anything you fucking want.
Yeah, that's not what I'm meaning. What I'm saying is
No,
there's not a massive amount of things you can use a wish for. You can use it to replicate any single spell. So you know what I mean. You can use it to resurrect somebody. You can use it to return somebody who's had their soul destroyed, etc., and they can be resurrected. Things like that can be done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually don't know how Wish really works, so I'd have to look into
I
that.
haven't looked at it.
It is that kind of thing. It's like
Yeah.
and
I
it's
think
like
you
it has
kind of-
limits
you-
as well. You
Yeah, I think. Well, but also
you
it
can-
depends how much of a dick you do. You have to word it properly as well.
Yeah, but you've
It's a bit
also
like a genie wish.
you can't
Ooh,
wish
monkey
for-
paw.
if you wish to be like made a load of money. I think there's a limit. It's like 50,000 gold. It doesn't let you go
Let's have a look.
completely overboard. 50,000 is like, oh, that's not rich.
No, I said fucking rich. Well, it depends what world you're in. Again,
No, I know, but
some worlds, the amount of money we've got would be
it's
insane.
been written so that there are actual guidelines. So it's just like, yeah, you can't.
Wish is a mighty spell a mortal creature can cast. By simply speaking aloud, you can alter the very foundations of reality in accord with your desires. Basic use of this spell is to duplicate any other spell of an 8th level or lower. You don't need to meet any requirements in that spell, including costly components. The spell simply takes effect. Alternatively, you can create one of the following effects of your choice. You create one object of up to 25,000 gold pieces in value that isn't a magical item. The object can be no more than 300 feet in any dimension.
Yep. So you can a 300-foot rope.
Yeah, can I make a 300-foot fucking rock? Why? Well, there's a Tarrasque over there. Oh. And it appears in an occupied space that you can see on the ground. Oh. Well, that wouldn't work. Oh, it would trip it up, though. You allow up to 20 creatures that you can see to regain all hit points. That's pretty...
That is pretty fucking good.
You need all effects on them... And you end all effects on them described in the Greater Restoration. So you basically you can heal everybody and cast Greater Restoration on them, basically.
Yeah.
You grant up to 10 creatures that you can see resistance to a damage type you choose. I mean, at that point, if I mean, a wish spell's not going to help you. You'd be more likely wanting to wish to be the fuck out of there, wouldn't you? You grant up to 10 creatures you can see immunity to a single spell or other magical effects for up to 8 hours.
You know what I mean? So
for instance,
it is quite limited. It's not like wish for anything. So it's like you can
It's very situational as well.
Yeah.
slashing damage for immune to slashing damage for 8 hours. That's fine.
Yeah, or like this where it says, for
And they
instance,
all draw rapiers. It's like
Damn it!
So it says, for instance, you can make yourself and all your companions immune to things like the Lich's drain life attack and stuff like. So that you can make yourselves immune to. Oh, breath weapon isn't a magical attack. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. You undo a single recent event by forcing a re-roll of any roll made within the last round, including your last turn. Reality reshapes itself to accommodate the new... I mean, we do that all the fucking time anyway. Don't need a fucking wish spell for that. I just need me to fuck up. Or accept that I fucked up. Anyway, yeah, so it is powerful, but limited, as Doc says.
Yeah.
because you can't just say, yeah, you can wish for anything.
Ooh. Oh, but that wouldn't have an effect because you're casting it through the sword. So the stress of casting this spell to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell Oh, hang on. You might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above examples. State your wish to the GM as precisely as possible. Please be fucking precise or not. The GM has a great latitude in ruling what occurs in such an instance. Knowing full well that all your friends are going to try and fuck with you as well. You fucked it. The greater the wish, the greater the likelihood that something goes wrong. Obviously.
It's like
the spell might
wild
simply
magic.
fail. The effect you desire might only be partly achieved, or you might suffer some unforeseen consequences as a result of how you worded the wish. For example, wishing that a villain were dead might propel you forward in time to a period when that villain is no longer alive, effectively removing you from the game.
See,
Similarly, wishing for a legendary magic item or artifact might instantly transport you to the presence of the item's current owner. Oh, yeah.
I wish I had my Holy Avenger back.
No, you have it back. You're in the depths of hell.
Yeah. There's
But
the
you're no
pit
longer
fiend
to look.
picking your teeth with your
With your holy avenger.
Holy Avenger. Oh.
Hi. The stress of casting this spell to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you. Although I don't think that would have an effect because it's cast through the sword.
Don't know.
Maybe it would put the sword at risk. I don't know. After enduring that stress, each time you cast a spell, until you have finished a long rest, you take 1d10 necrotic damage per level. Yeah, you see, I don't think that would be... I think that would... Because you're casting it through the sword, I don't think it would affect you. That's like casting Thunderstep through my fucking hammer.
Yeah, it's just it's learning the spell of wish and casting it. And
Yeah.
It's just like, so there is a risk to learning the spell and casting it because it's like...
Because it's a fucking wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right, so we've got... So Borgen's got the arrow and the look blade.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it a look blade, short sword?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should be able to...
No, I got it up as just deciding which one it was, the rapier, scimitar, or the short sword. So,
well, I mean, aesthetic, it's up to you because it's only aesthetics as long as it's a short talk. So if you want to make it a rapier and you want to use it, then that's fine. But it was a short sword that I rolled.
Short sword.
It's essentially the same as a rapier anyway.
Yeah. So what you?
So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 potions as well.
Yeah. So there's a potion of vitality.
Yeah.
Again, I'm guessing in the bag along with a potion of giant strength because.
Yeah, it's just in the bag at the moment. It's just like, yeah, okay.
Where's the other potion then? I've got 2 potions of supreme healing. I've got a
Uh,
potion of vitality, a
Potion of longevity,
Yeah.
Oh,
and a
where's
potion
that?
of storm giant strength.
Why haven't I? Oh, it's at the top there. Can't fucking read. Can't read my own handwriting because I'm geared. Right, so then you've got, other than the portable hole,
Yeah, that's everything.
potion of longevity, look blade, 2 potions, iron flask, arrow of slaying, and then we've got right. So then potion of vitality, spear, which Neff's got, potion of giant strength. So then and then the portable hole. So but we've got 3 spell scrolls. So the teleport, the only one that's going to be able to use that
Torby.
is Torby.
And I think
Holy Aura is technically a clerical spell which you could use, but it would take you an action to use it. But you wouldn't have to use any components, and it wouldn't cost you a spell slot or anything like that.
Same with
I think
Heroes Feast.
Yeah. So I think Heroes Feast is a clerical one as well, isn't it?
Yes, because me and Doc discussed that.
Right.
Because we thought that Sir Gregory could use it, but
Yeah, but we've
It was
we've
clerical,
like-
so yeah.
yeah, but he's got blind sight though. We can't actually see details of things like writing necessarily.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh,
what we
yeah.
discussed.
It's a flat piece of paper with ink on it.
Yeah.
So what we said was, well, would he be able to use it?
Yeah, because we discussed. It probably isn't written in what is it, Braille? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called?
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
If it was a tablet,
Yeah, because
with
you
it,
don't see stuff, you sense things.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why he couldn't use the When we just did it as a bit of a laugh, but that's why he couldn't use
No.
spyglass, because it's like, he ain't got an eye to look. You know what I mean?
Dunk. Oh yeah. yeah. No, I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking hell, Blindside. That is a weird one. Like, as in a weird one to keep fucking track of.
Yeah.
No, it's just remembering that he doesn't see anything. That must be a fucking
That's
weird
odd.
world to live in.
It's like, you know, sometimes you see like a film and it's like showing you an alien and he's seeing things with like sonar.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
almost like that. It's like you can't actually see beyond.
You can see shapes and forms.
Everything. Yeah, but you know where everything is.
Everywhere, even behind you.
Yeah, that's what's just weird, but limited
Definitely that
because
one.
62 feet away. It's like what? What do you mean 60? There's nothing there. It's a
What is it you want me to
great
attack
big bear just stood there. It's like, what are you talking about?
There's a fucking dragon taking up half the fucking top of this mountain. Yeah, but
What?
where is it?
Yeah, what mountain?
Walk across that bridge. Oh, okay. Well, you're not scared of what? The 120-foot drop. Can only see 60 feet of it.
Yeah, just nothing there.
What's
Oh, for all I know,
the
it's water under the bottom of that. Although that would be like hitting concrete, but whatever. Made of fucking metal, it'll be fine. Also, because that's the other thing I've also thought about is what happens if Sir Gregory does die. Because my assumption is that it's because the armor's been damaged so badly that it can't contain, like the magical properties that are used to contain the soul aren't really. So it's like your hold on it is slipping, kind of thing. That's how I imagine it anyway. And
Well,
whether you can maintain the connection with it or not, or whether your soul then just I don't know.
well, his soul is bound to it, right?
Mm.
But he has his body doesn't exist. You know, if you're looking at resurrection, it says you can't be resurrected if you've got no body.
Yes.
So that is essentially Sir Gregory cannot be resurrected. He has no body. He's just a soul, but it's trapped and bound to the magical armor. But it isn't actually magical. It's not like +1.
No.
So it's
what makes it magical is the fact that his soul is bound to it.
Yeah, but it was gonna be a suit of magical armor, but it's like it's not quite worked, and that's why he's now able to control it as like animated armor.
Yeah, so it's just always like, well, it was mostly the other week when we were playing, because it's like, well, if he gets thrown off the fucking dragon and he does fucking die because he clatters down the fucking side of the mountain, how does that work?
He's gone.
It just doesn't exist anymore. The armor's so battered that whatever was holding his soul to it is gone.
Yeah. Which is not a bad thing. I mean, he's been bound to it for 800,000 years. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, thank God for that.
Yeah, so Greg's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, you hear a sigh of relief. Like, what?
It's like, what? Bring him back. It's like, no, fuck off. It's like, it can't actually cast resurrection. No, you wouldn't be able to.
No, you could cast True Resurrection, which
Yes.
is that a level 9 spell? This is the thing. Is that a level 9?
I
Don't
don't
have
know.
that
Actually.
yet.
I think that's. No, I don't think it is.
If it is,
I got
then
resurrection, but not true resurrection.
well, the only reason I'm saying it is if it is.
Well, I'm not even sure whether that is, because don't you have to have something?
No, you can't. True Resurrection, you can just resurrect somebody from.
Oh, you touch a creature that has been dead for no longer than 2. How long have you been dead? Are you dead?
Technically, where is it? Oh, because I'm looking at W.
Well, no, because the soul is there. Because that's a weird one.
Yeah, but there's the
Yeah.
other one. You can resurrect somebody just knowing their.
Oh, it is a
true
ninth.
name.
It is a 9th level spell.
Well, there you go. So that even can't be done with
you
a
can't
wish.
wish you. You can't wish you back to life.
No.
Wasn't going to anyway.
Well, all I mean, that's one of the things. So it's like wish. So as powerful as wish is, it's not actually able to be used for this thing because you've got.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading this. Yeah. So the spell can even provide a new body if the original one no longer exists.
If the creature's soul is free and willing. Well, the thing is, he's not
What, willing or free?
free.
Yes.
Because he's bound.
Yeah, that's true.
Bound to the armor. So you'd have
So
to
what we have
try
to
and-
do And what we have to do then is trap your soul in the flask. Does that work? Is that what
Potentially,
the
yeah.
flask does?
Oh, we
Yeah,
have the
and then
iron.
No, because his soul is of this plane. It's not from a different plane.
Well, so what if we take? Yeah, but what if we go to the 9 hells? What if we go to hell and then we kill you, but we trap your soul as you die in the flask?
Yeah.
And then we come back and then we cast true resurrection on you.
Yeah, a little bit convoluted, and then go back to hell.
Yeah.
to get his
your
soul
soul
again,
back.
which you probably forgot, in all that faffing around.
We're back.
Yeah, that fucking pit me like, oh fuck it, what? The sword's just fucking thrown in a pile in the corner somewhere.
I think we're missing something.
What?
Oh shit. No, I'll go back to hell for the soul.
Oh yeah, no for his
Yeah.
sword, because that was what he's
Oh,
trying
sword.
to do.
Vorak just opens the flask for a drink. Oh shit!
I seem to be missing something.
So yeah, the whole thing with that, if you try to resurrect Sir Gregory, then that's a huge, convoluted.
I to be honest, I had when we were first coming up with it, and I haven't like finalized anything, but I was along those lines anyway. That if you wanted to get your soul back, it would be a whole fucking
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
mess
It
of shit
is.
to do
But
that.
it's like, yeah,
Well, yeah, and actually more so, like you say, because even like a true resurrection wouldn't work on its own. You'd have to you'd have to do other stuff before you could get to that point. That's assuming you knew somebody that could do that. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that'd be funny though. Well, next question. Oh, the fucking that would be like the game after the campaign, won't it? The one shot after the campaign. Which like we resurrecting Sir Gregory one shot ends up taking fucking 5 months. So that's a nice little detour from our current campaign. Right. Anyway, so what do you want to do next?
right. Anyway,
You've gone through all the shit.
we've gone through all that stuff. We've gone through the other one. We found the portable hole. We've been collating all the gold, putting it in. Brianna and Sofina have actually healed up because they're currently on 16.
Yeah, I'm not. Fucking...
And then it was like, well, what was in the other cave?
Yeah.
Well, before you do, I would say that there was the big horn here that was apparently used to cool the fucking dragon or something. I don't know. There's also a massive fucking demon lord here.
What?
Frozen in the fucking ice. Sure, I mentioned it. Didn't I? No.
I thought that was in the.
No, that's in this side. It's like almost like a statue, like the others.
Oh, hold on. Is this the one down at the bottom?
Yeah, just opposite where the portal was.
Well, what could we? Is it literally a statue, or is it just something frozen?
No, it is. It's a bit like the dragons were, and like some like that. It's frozen in place, and it is fucking huge. I can't remember whether it was a pit fiend or what. It's some kind of fucking massive demon lord. That's frozen in place, but it is wielding where the fucking hell are my notes? It's holding like a great big black sword. Well, it's not that. It's big, but only because it's of a size with a demon, which is fucking huge. And it's got in one hand, and it's got a whip in the other.
It's a Balrog.
Yeah, sort of, but not quite as big. That is kind of how not quite, but it was more like like the typical demon, like red skinned and blackhorn, but cloven hooves.
I'm just looking to my left at the pit fiend I've got on there. So
It probably looks exactly like the pit fiend.
Massive scimitar, hasn't he, with flaming runes down it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's dead. Is there anything? Can I spot? Looking at it carefully, can I spot any injuries? Because
there are wounds all over its body, a bit like with the dragons and other dragons and stuff as well. Although, obviously, Sir Gregory would know that for a demon to be dead in this realm, but still have a body. Because normally if you kill demons in this round, they go poof and disappear back to the fucking hell.
Yeah, yeah.
However, if you kill them in hell, their body stays. I believe. It fucking better be how it works anyway, because that's...
No, I think you're right.
So, like, I would say what Sir Gregory would know is that either this is a demon that's been killed in whatever layer of hell out of the 9 million that there are, that it was in, and then brought back here, or it's not dead. I will say though that whilst you're all looking up at it, Grandma does tell you that that blade is evil. And it would take a strong will. Take a strong will to wield it.
You know what? Let's go through to the cave. This is one of those things where I'm using a little bit of my my intelligence and wisdom that Worm's got, and it's like we might have been pushing our luck just a little bit. I think we should just let's
hang on a minute.
Let's go back.
That's not the result I wanted actually, because what Vorik was going to say, but what if we leave it here and somebody else gets hold of it? But Vorik rolled a 4, so he's like, what's for dinner?
Okay, going out of character. So what you suggested is Vorik was thinking of what if somebody comes along and just happens to pick up a
what if somebody else? I mean,
extremely powerful magical item.
Yeah. What is it safer left here or in our hands? Is what Vorik was gonna say. However, Vorik's too fucking stupid. He's too busy thinking about his stomach.
Well, I'm thinking that I've got some kind of artifact on my belt. You've got an artifact on your shoulder. Sharog's got 2.
Yeah.
They're common as muck. That looks.
Maybe we should break it. I don't know. I'm not saying anything because Vorik's not fucking saying anything because Vorik.
No, I
Worm just all the digging.
Maybe we should leave it after Sir Gregory says, it could be alive, but and everything. It's like let's go then.
Yeah, if Grandma
leave.
says it's bad, I'm not touching that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey ho, let's go.
Alright, so you're going over to this. I'll sort it out in a minute. Hang on a minute, I just need to swap pages.
There is billions.
Where are we? Fuck you. Why is there so many maps on here? I need to clean up actually. I really do.
Right click.
What?
You're rolling the luck blade.
Why is it a D4?
I don't know.
No, I'm just looking at it and then I clicked that.
I think that's to roll how many thingies are on it, isn't it?
It already got 3. It's already been rolled. He rolled
Yeah.
4, so it's 3.
Did I bring us all over, or have I just fucking put myself on this page? I have no idea what's
Oh
happening.
no, we're here. We're here.
Alright, okay.
I'm not.
Oh no! Because... Right, hang on a minute. Right, don't move.
Okay.
Do not move. Because what I need to do is put on what we're actually where we are now. Yeah. I won't. I'll just take you straight out of the fucking. Because I'm not bringing all the crew and everything over as well. Because there's no need at the minute. Well, unless something kicks off, in which case I'll put them down. Is that everybody?
So Gregory's there. Grandma.
Me. Okay, come
Yeah, but they're here.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
If something happens, I'll put them on. But
Okay.
so just so you know, all the fucking treasure that wasn't like coins embedded in these walls was all up here, where it was clear that she used to fucking sleep when she was here. You're in that section above, where the big lightning bolt blasted through the ceiling and Grandma landed. Right.
Scorched. Scorched earth.
Right then.
Okay, so it's like I've just said if you ping it, so it's like here.
What?
It's the top of the map. Is it the bit here?
Yeah. So it'd be like it's in this section here. This is the upper Captain. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, but then there's all stuff along here.
Yeah, but you've got everything from up there, and there's some frozen orcs down there because they're dead
some
now.
stuff over there.
But yeah, there's some stuff in that wall and some stuff in these walls down here. So this is the one that's got the throne. I think the Remoras.
Yes.
And the.
Strange.
Oh, and the two Yetis. Yeah. No, that's in the one further down.
Okay.
Just to retcon things a little bit. That throne that's here, the black throne, black stone throne, the big old fucking thing. One side of it is a shield. The other side of it is what just looks like a rusty old pickaxe or something.
Okay.
Although it's buried in the ice, so you can't see it. Well, you can, but you know. You got about a foot or two of ice to get through before you can get to any of it. So what would you like to do?
Well, Toby could use her fire. Oh, wait.
I did say that, right? I was caring about that. It's like, you know, they took Torby. He was like, but everything's frost. It's like, I know.
Where did I get that?
What? Where did you get what?
Oh yeah, that's one of my new spells, I think. Flame Strike!
I thought, yeah, she got that after she fucking learnt that we needed to melt through some eyes.
Yeah.
Is that the Pillar of Flame thing?
Yeah, vertical column of divine fire. It's 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
The only thing is, how long does that go for?
I think it's just an instant.
It'd be like an instant blast, like maybe a couple of seconds or something, wouldn't it? It's not going to be.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not like it stays open.
Yeah, so that's the only thing with that. I mean, you'd be better. Yeah, in some respects, you'd be better just lighting a fucking big fire under it and waiting.
Yeah, plus it's a level 5 stuff.
Just having a look, see what we've got on some of the others. Well, I mean, obviously there's brute force.
Yeah, we have
we always have brute force on our side. It might take a while, but eventually the twins will get there. Well, actually, no. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Let me just have a see what she's got first. Torby. I don't think she has anything that would actually help.
Water.
Well, shape water, but I don't know if that works on ice.
Oh, hold on a minute. Had a long rest, haven't I?
Yep. But also, Grandma might be able to do something.
No, hold on. Just a second. Known spells. Known spells. Trying to heat something up. Oh, he doesn't have it.
Right.
Yeah, you were thinking of heat metal.
Yeah, he doesn't have it.
So here's the thing with shape water.
Mhm.
Right. So it says choose an area of water you can see within range and that fits within a 5-foot cube. Yeah? You manipulate it in one of the following ways. You instantaneously move or otherwise change the flow of water. You cause the water to form into simple shapes and animate in at your direction. You can change the water's colour or opacity. The water must be changed throughout. I don't know. Or you freeze the water, provided that there are no creatures in it. What? That seems boring. Why would I want to do that? I'd freeze the things in the fucking... Anyway. But then it says the water freezes after an hour, but because she... Why if you could do that, can't you take a
Yeah, I know what you're
ice
saying.
and
You're
freeze
changing
it?
the status of the water
Yeah.
and freezing it. Can you not change the status of the ice?
Yeah,
Because it is technically still water, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're just changing its status, so why can't she just do that? But it doesn't say that she can. That's the thing. It's like, well. Anyway, let's see if she's got anything else. Oh, she just got control water.
Yeah, but
Oh,
isn't that
that's for
kinda
like
the same
flooding
fucking
and
thing?
parting and redirecting flow and whirlpools and shit. That's not quite the
She's
same.
Moses.
Yeah, no, she's shit.
Yeah, can you
She
do
can't
heat
even.
metal?
Oh, she can summon an elemental.
I
I
was just
can't
gonna
learn
say,
that.
you can't. No.
It's a paladin thing.
No, heat metal is a clerical spell.
You can get it as a cleric, especially if you're a cleric of the Forge. I don't know if it's specific to Forge clerics though.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't for my path. I think it was for someone else. I think I looked at it. Let me see. Go on while I look. Heat metal.
Right. So she can. Oh, that might be a problem.
Let's see.
Oh shit. Oh man. Okay.
Forge domain, yeah.
So she could technically summon an elemental, but she can't because she doesn't have a gold inlaid vial worth at least 400 gold pieces. And I said right at the start that I wasn't counting spell components unless they had a fucking gold value, and it does.
Yeah.
So okay, fuck that. Okay, so Torby's fucking useless, but I think we knew that anyway. Grandma. Oh. Grandma.
All right, so heat metal is actually a mage spell. That's why.
Yeah, but I think it's available to Forge.
Druid,
Yeah, it's
Artificer,
available
and
to.
Forge.
Yeah, but it's basically a wizard spell. That's why.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a wizard spell that you just get as if you're
It's
in
a
that
transmutation. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I knew there was some clerics who could get it, just not me, but yeah, Forge ones.
Yeah, but I thought it was a cleric spell, but it's not. It's a mage spell.
I thought that too, you know. That's why I was surprised I didn't see it in my list of spells. Have a lot of fun with that. Fun.
Can Grandma cast heat metal?
I don't know. Hang on a minute.
Wait, I can't even see it under mage spells.
Really?
All spells. Heat. Metal. Second level spell.
2.
Well, technically, dragons can know anything.
It's
She could have learned.
only a second level spell. It's just like,
But she's also. I don't know why she would.
Oh, fucking, it says on it. There's the page. Bard, druid, artificer, forge. So it's. How weird is that?
That it's not in the
So it's a bard spell,
Mhm.
but a mage can't cast it.
Mages should be able to cast everything. It's weird, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing you're looking at the same from D&D Beyond as I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So why would a bard be able to cast it?
Oh no, it's a druid spell. That's why.
Oh, it is an actual druid spell.
It would be a druid spell. Yeah.
They can't wear metal, but they can heat metal.
It would be a druid spell because you get like druids of the sort of druids of the flame. You get like, is it like they're like sun druids, aren't they, or something? I can't remember what they're fucking called now off the top of my head. But you get that.
Mhm.
So what it is, it's a druid spell that bards can. But then why can bards learn it and not?
Mhm.
Like anything that bards can learn, mages should be able to, because technically they learn. Oh no, they don't know bards, do they? Bards
It's just
don't
a
learn.
weird
Like,
one. I just assumed it was a mage spell. It's not. It's druid one, but fair enough.
And
It's to do with elemental stuff. So yeah, I get that. But then
yeah.
casting a fireball. That's kind of
Also,
Yeah.
druids. Why would druids heat metal?
yeah.
Because
That's
like
what,
you heat metal to use it. Do you know what I mean? The druids don't like using metal, so
apart from on their sides, which or scimitars because they look like sickles, which are made of metal. But
They can't use metal.
yeah. It always makes me laugh. It's I don't understand. I actually genuinely, and I've probably said it all before, but I don't understand why druids wouldn't use metal.
No, we had that discussion. Like
It's off the
talking
fucking
about-
earth. You could
exactly.
literally draw it out.
Makes no sense.
how do they plant the carrots and stuff if they don't have stubbles?
Well, they make them out of fucking wood, and they have to make new ones because they break all the time.
Well, then they keep destroying the trees. Sure.
Yeah, exactly, Dot. Fucking explain that shit to me.
Maybe that's why they've changed it in D&D. It's because there was a big thing about druids. It's like maybe they can use metal weapons now because they've
Maybe.
realised.
Well, yeah, but in the like, I'm sure in. Yeah, well, like you said, they can use a sickle.
Yeah.
So they say that they never use metal, but then there's a sickle. And it's like, well, what's that fucking made of? You can say, well, I know you can get some hard woods and you can put a sharp edge on them, but come on.
It's a rock.
Yeah. It's not really a sickle, they just smash it out the fucking ground with a rock.
Okay, so
Right, so we're a bunch
Hang
of
on a minute.
adventurers that they've got literally no way of making a fire other than
Other than an actual fire.
Yeah.
I will say, for
Brute
fucking argument's
force.
sake, that we can either brute force it or I'll just say that Grandma had fucking something. Because, like, if she lives in ice and that, I'm sure she can fucking do something. Or at least fucking, like, help dig into it with a fucking massive fucking claws when she turns into a dragon.
that would be handy.
Just 2 seconds.
Got to be really careful now how we say things.
Yeah. Oh, I wish we could get bollocks.
Wish this ice wasn't hit. All the ice suddenly melts. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got it if you can catch it.
Oh no.
As you get washed out of this cave, because there's a river running through the middle of the cave. So if everything, yeah. Anyway.
That's true.
You've broke through the ice before, anyway. I remember you doing this next to the ship.
Yeah, he did it in Palebank.
Yeah.
So you should be good at doing that. So.
Yeah, Vorek's probably already hitting it while you're trying to find fucking fire. To be fair.
Well, he's keeping warm by doing it as well.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what you are fucking sat there shivering for. Yeah, he's just.
Help him, chop, chop, chop. Ice shavings everywhere.
Hang on.
I mean, I've been looking at all the things I've got, like the what's it called? The alchemy jug and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, the alchemy jug can make a quart of, which is basically a litre of oil. It's like, that's not a lot, is it?
I honestly, but the thing is, it's going to be pretty solid ice.
No,
Vorek is already chipping away at it. I'm
not
just
arguing
thinking,
about it. I'm just thinking, well, what have I got? I've got a tinderbox, and I've got some string.
Shin is going to borrow. But couldn't Shin borrow one of like Morgan's arrows and set that alight? You can use that as a fire source.
It's not very.
the thing, right? So the thing is, you think. Like you're looking at a foot of ice to get through, let's say, for example, yeah? Before you even get to, like, the front of the throne. That's clearly been, like, the dragons put it there and polished it up so you can fucking see, right? Yeah? So it's not natural ice, although it's probably starting to melt at this point anyway. but it's still quite thick. Although actually, a foot's not that fucking. I mean, it is thick. It's going to take a while. I don't know if you've ever tried to chip through a block of fucking ice with a hammer, but it can take a fucking while. Although it's not impossible, and Vorik's probably a good halfway through it by now. But like to get that melting,
Worm's got a couple of like spare +1 daggers, so they're pretty good. So you could start smashing their point of that in by putting it against the wall and then you hitting it with your hammer.
So Worm's assisting Vorak while everybody else is trying to find fire.
Well, Shin is going to sneak back into the portal.
Or you could have just stayed behind when everybody else came through.
All that, and I'm going to...
So what were you doing? Are you trying to sneak back after you've come through, or are you just going to hang back when everybody comes through?
I'm going to hang back, and then I'm going to take the sword from the demon.
Okay. How are you going to... Okay. How are you going to get to it? It's quite high up. It's like 20 feet up. Although you got your grappling hook. Although we all saw what you did with that last time.
Yeah, I got my grappling hook.
Okay. Alright. Right, we'll get back to you in a minute then. Alright, so yeah, well, anyway, everybody else has come through and is like fucking trying to work it out, and Vorik started smashing into it.
I'm helping.
Yeah. Well, actually, yours is an axe. It's probably slightly.
It's a long axe. It's one of those because I looked.
Yeah, but
it's one.
Yeah, I know it is. That's why I fucking made it one.
So you know, you're on swinging that.
It should be a good. That should be good. That should probably be better than the hammer for getting through ice, because the hammer's going to hit like a blunt impact, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, because he's hammering the fucking daggers in. I'd say you're getting your way through whilst Shin. You managed to get up there. It's frozen into its. It's like this thing's frozen. It's got like a layer of frost all around it. Okay. Or like a layer of ice all around it, and it's frozen. Like it's frozen within its massive fucking hand. How are you going to try and remove the blade?
Because technically... I could use a right on my sword to make it on fire, and I could start carving...
That's why we've got no fucking fire. He's in the other room.
Yep.
You don't. I mean, you could just smash its fucking fingers off if you wanted to. I'm just saying. I'm just, how you going about it. That's all. It's not a problem. It's just not. You're not just to be able to grab it and take it.
I start melting the ice, and then as soon as I get to a certain point, I start doing damage to his fingers.
Okay, so after a couple of minutes, like you start chopping away at his fingers, and the blade that's massive, by the way, at this point, because he's really big, falls out of his hand, but then kind of like clatters onto the floor. Still a deep, dark metal blade, yeah, but seems to probably be more sort of longsword sized now, like a normal size for someone your size to wield. But it's on the floor. I can't fucking find it now. Oh, that's because it'll be in there. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna lift it up.
Okay. All right. Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Did I roll?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so the DC was 18, so you failed. You are now bound to that sword. If you would like to see what it is, yeah.
I've got no choice now.
If you would like to see what it is, that sword is called the Sword of the... Well, if you look in your thingy, if you look in your equipment and do the thing where you add stuff, So you need to look for Sword of the Demon King.
Ah, that one.
Possibly, if that's the one that
All the way at the bottom of the list.
there should only be one.
That sounds perfectly safe.
Oh boy.
Oh God. Oh God.
Anyway, whilst
It's
nobody, whilst nobody's aware of what's happening over there.
I was going to say, I've just got to read this now. Just for the fun. What is it called?
Sword of the Demon King.
Can you find it? Cause
Sword of the Demon
You need to have
King.
homebrew. Oh, you should have homebrew stuff on because you've been able to get access to yours.
Oh, I was looking at my phone.
It's currently not scabbarded. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, I'll take that back. No, it is scabbarded because it fell to the floor, and the scabbard that's attached to the demon fucking fell off for whatever reason because it's bound to the fucking blade. But it isn't in the scabbard at the minute. You're holding it in your hand without it in the scabbard.
Oh.
I'm putting it in the scabbard.
Okay.
Because I don't know yet. No, I'm bound to the sword yet.
Wait. Is this the sword girl?
Creatures with a challenge rating of 0, as well as plants, drop to 0, die within, or drop to unconsciousness within 10 feet of the artifact.
Jesus.
Interesting.
I don't really understand the purpose.
Like I said,
I'm fine with it.
is this the sword Grog had?
No.
It's
similar.
It's similar in some respect. There's no and there's a lot of theories on what that was. That was like in the bloodthirst part of it is similar, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Like in the you know, it driving you to do shit that you shouldn't be fucking doing, but the rest of it's a bit more.
Remember that trust thing, guys. Remember that trust thing.
The interesting bit for me is when you hit with a weapon attack while attuned to the artifact, the target takes 1d6 slashing. Does that mean you don't have to have it out? Not that he's got any fucking choice, but.
So am I attuned to it then or not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so while attuned to the fact you deal 1d6 necrotic damage to any plant you touch that isn't a creature. So yeah, I'm not touching any. I'm not going herbing for any herbs for any potions.
Yeah, but it says anything within 10 feet of your wither.
Yeah.
So if you walk across a lawn,
we walk through the woods, so everything's going to turn black around you, and squirrels are going to fall out of the trees.
Yep. The other thing, did he take 3d6 damage?
What? Oh, that wasn't the dominate. That wasn't the dominate monster.
Oh no, wait.
No.
On a successful save, you take 3d6 psychic damage, but you fail it, so you don't take any damage. However, you're dominated.
No, that's only if he's been out for more than a minute without being bathed in blood, which I suppose it has all this time. That's a good point, actually. Didn't think about that. That's been out for a very fucking long time without being bathed in blood, hasn't it?
Oh.
Oh no, because the binding him to its will, or the binding him to it was a different. That was for a curse. That was a different spell. But actually, yeah, no, I need you to make a charisma saving throw. As you pick the blade, after you pick the blade up and you're now bound to it, I need you to make a charisma saving throw. Because it's going to be fucking desperate, isn't it?
Motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, that sword wants blood. And so you are on a failed save. The wielder is dominated by the sword as if by this dominate monster spell, and the sword demands it be bathed in blood. The spell effect ends when the sword's demand is met. So dominate monster. Well, it's right. So you've basically got a telepathic link with you, which it has anyway. Hang on a minute. I need to look at the specifics of this spell. Same plane of existence. You can use telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious. So it's always going to be conscious. It's a fucking sword. Which it does its best to obey. You can specify a simple and general course of action, such as bathe me in blood, or if the creature completes the order, it doesn't receive further direction from you. And doesn't defect. Right. Anyway, you can use your action to take total and precise control of the target until the end of your next turn. The creature takes only actions you choose and doesn't do anything that you don't allow it to do. During this time, you can also cause the creature to use a reaction, but this requires you to use your own reaction as well, although that doesn't apply because it's a fucking sword. So, Liam, bathe the sword in blood. You have about 6 seconds to decide what you're going to do. Whilst on the other side, we're about halfway through the ice now. I'd say no by this point. I'd say that we're probably through the ice. We're up against a throne.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the twins take one side each and dig out whatever is there.
Yeah, sure.
Who's digging out the shield? Which one do you want to dig out? Do you want to dig out the shield or the weird pickaxe-looking thing?
I want to dig for the shield.
Okay. As you pull that out, Grandma, who's probably somewhere nearby, says, "Ooh, it's very interesting." And she's going to pass that to Sir Gregory and say, "This might suit you."
All right.
And you actually see emblazoned across the front of it now as she turns it to you. It's like a gold. Looks like a gold-plated shield, or maybe even solid gold. You don't fucking know. And it's got the it's emblazoned with the emblem of Pelor on it, the Dawnfather.
Oh, the Dawnfather.
Yeah. That.
I'm gonna hand it over to Sir Gregory.
Yeah, that is. You're looking for the Shield of the Dawn.
Nice.
Find out how to do it. It's like manage inventory. There we go.
Yeah, after we've been doing all this, after the last time we did it, I don't know if I want to fucking look. And the other item is just a rusty old fucking pick, as far as Borak's concerned. So he just drags out and he's like, "Fuck's this?" And Grandma also hands that to Sir Gregory, which you've already got in your inventory.
I have a war pick. And
You do
War pick.
a war pick and a shield.
Nice.
Have you got your
Look
shield?
at you. All fancy.
Animate. Oh, so it's just like me anyway. So it's a completely pointless because it can do what I could do anyway. Your shield leaps into the air and hovers in your space to protect you as if it was you anyway. For a minute until your boss end it. Oh, you're dead. Okay. Allies within 5 feet gain +2 to their AC. What?
Whilst the shield's active.
Allies within 5 feet gain +2 to their AC. In addition, any creature that strikes an ally within 5 feet takes 2d6 fire damage.
Yeah, because basically, when the shield's active, if it tries to strike anybody that's around you or you, the shield tries to intercept, and if it intercepts, it burns them.
Oh, that is so cool.
But also, you don't have to hold the shield in combat.
What?
So they were always meant to be a twin set, but obviously I had to retcon things a little bit. But it's all good.
That is cool.
So now that we've finished with that, Shin,
Yep.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna, because it's a new weapon, technically, I could just use a Crimson Right on it and cut myself.
That is technically something you could do, yes.
That is technically bathing it in blood because I'm cutting myself.
Yep.
Did I roll?
It did. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you've wet the blade with your blood. Hang on a minute. Where's that gone? Why did that open on that? Which one? What was it? The only problem I've got, and like, I'm happy to like throw this out to a group discussion, is that blade's been up there a very fucking long time with no blood. Do we think that Shin slicing his hand on it is going to be enough?
Well,
No.
I think we all watched Legend of Vox Machina, didn't we? And when Grog, what did he do? He smashed this sword into the side of the mountain because he wasn't going to. He had to get rid of it. Bad things happened. And I think slicing your hand or slicing your leg or whatever it is you're going to be doing and put smear blood along it is not exactly bathing it in blood when there's a corpse of a dragon.
That's true.
Couple of 100 yards away.
That's true. Yeah, it wants more. The blade wants more. Give me blood. Anyway, so what's the rest of the group doing?
So we got everything that's where we are currently.
Yeah, there was 2 items here.
We got the 2 items out there,
snake and then the Yetis.
There's a youngish looking Remoras thing here. There's two Yetis here, and then there's some other. There's a giant holding a big old axe. There's a weird elf with a bow, and there's.
Was it a displacer beast? No, it was.
Oh no! Oh right, there's a big old cat the size of a fucking mammoth. Yeah. No, it's a fucking huge fucking wildcat. That's. I would say that. Yeah, probably none of you have ever seen one. Not this big. You've seen wild cats. And big cats. You know, mountain lions and fucking. Probably displacer beasts. Some of you have seen. Well, yeah, you've seen stuff, but this thing's fucking. I say it's the size of a mammoth. Those things are huge, and this is huge.
Here's a question: if we just ask Grandma, can she detect any magic in any of these things? These further trophies.
Yeah. She says that bow seems magical, although she needs to be able to get her hands on it first. Or get closer to it, and so does the axe. There's something coming off that, although that's slightly weaker.
But the snake and the Yetis are just the snake and Yetis.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. They just seem to have been
just trophies.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's like, do we really need to dig out?
No. Snake? Yeah. No. Sorry. Right. Yeah. So the only other things that she's getting a magical pulse from that you haven't got your hands on yet are the bow and the axe that the giant's holding.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, we'll move down there, and somebody can say, "Where's Shin?"
Yeah.
Well, Vorex not, because Vorex like he's not even fucking realised he's not there yet. I don't think.
No, so at this point, it's like, where's Shin?
Is he right behind you guys?
Oh, I was bashing the ice.
Oh, well, let's go and bash more ice then. It's...
Okay.
Worm jumps down here and then kicks off and slides. He literally slides all the way down here. He gets to the end and he jumps off. And he's actually going to do a flip. And when he lands down the other end of the thingy.
And that's fine for him because he's got fucking spider climb boots on, so he'll land every time. Vorex going to do the same thing, but he's going to slide down.
No, he's actually going to do it. He's going to do a somersault. I'm actually going to see whether he does it.
Okay. Yeah, but you can...
With a 21.
Yeah. And you land it because you're not going to slip on the ice either.
I know.
Vorex going to go... Yeah! He's going to run forward a few seconds and dive onto the ice and slide down as well. However, Vorex not as agile, I don't think. Oh, let's see.
No,
Let's see.
you are.
Let's see. No, we're doing athletics. He's not going to land, like, on his feet. No, I don't think he's going to land on his feet. Why is that? No, I'm not raging. Oh, 26 though. I'll take that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, he does. But he smashes into the fucking, wall at the end, though. Straight over Worm's head.
Yeah. Worm's now facing backwards and going backwards.
Yeah,
He's watching you.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Worth it. Go and cough somewhere else, you.
It's like when you were a youngster.
Yeah. Before you sliding down this thing straight into a wall. It's like they're just getting up and walking off. These days, it's like I better not fucking slip. Hurts enough as it is. I'm guessing. Right, I guess Sir Gregory's just gonna like be sensible.
I'm sensible and walking, and as I pass.
Yeah, he's like walking down, talking to Toby or whatever. Well, he can't run and slide because he don't know what he's going into.
That's true. Yeah. What were you saying? You're gonna do to your brother?
Push him.
What as he's getting up?
Yeah.
Okay, make an athletics check. I need to turn my rage off. I need to stop raging. Oh, that's a secret. I'm always
bad, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't. As you go to push me, I'm just going to sweep your fucking legs with my arm as I'm getting up. I'm just going to take your legs out from underneath you.
Clunk.
Sir Gregory, he doesn't see that. He just sees what Sir Gregory sees is Grandma shaking her head, but that's all he can see. He can't see the look on her face. The Borgin sees a little fucking grin on her face. Right. So, sorry, what were you saying? What's Shin doing?
He climbed down to the dragon corpse and actually hack at that for its blood.
Well, you got to get there. I can't remember how far it was. Let me just have a quick double check. It's quite a long way. Although you're actually climbing up, but where the fucking how fast can you move? 5, 10, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50. 80. It's about 100 feet you got to travel to get to it. That's more than a round, even at a sprint. The only thing is, does the blade, like the blade's actually technically got control of you right now. Oh, hang on, no, you are. I'll tell you what, because you did wet the blade, but that you didn't give it a lot. So actually, I'd say you can make a charisma save again to see if it can maintain control of you at this point. Because you give it what it wanted. Yeah, I'd say you managed to push back at this point and slam it into the scabbard. Like, as it's trying to force you to go and find more blood. Because obviously the closest blood, as far as it's aware from what you know, is possibly through that portal. Or the dragon. I don't know. But either way, no, it's you managed to overcome the charm effect.
Yeah.
And
then come out the portal.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to where am I? There. Yeah. Okay. Where's the scabbard? Where's the scabbard?
On my back.
Okay. Good luck drawing a longsword from your back.
On my back. On my side.
Okay. Well, whoever it is, that's fine. Okay, so what's right? So while he's doing that and he's making his way over, what's everybody else doing? You're making your way down to here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna offer my sister a hand to pick her up. Oh shit! What the fuck?
I was testing it.
Thanks.
Charges down and kills Borgen. Wow. Okay. The blade asks for blood, so he stabs Sir Gregory. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna offer my sister a hand up.
Yeah, I'll go and take it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna try to pull me over. Okay, so we make our way down.
My pride.
Which one are we going for first?
The
bow. Moved you.
Oh, thanks.
The bow. Okay. Alright, so I'll start smashing the wall. What's everybody else doing?
Smashy smash.
Well, we smash at the wall. What's Borgen doing?
Shin is currently trying to get back to you. Trying to figure out where he went.
You're trying to like blend in like you didn't disappear.
Yes.
Somebody who said where's Shin?
Worm.
Just make a. Like, are you trying to like just sneak? You're trying to sneak back in, yeah?
Yeah, I was just trying to casually come back to the thing.
Okay. Right. Well, no. Hang on. Wait. Because I need to know specifically whether you're trying to sneak back in and then just be part of the group and be like, "I was here all along. I don't know what you're talking about," or are you just trying to like play it off as if you were here all along? So what I'm saying is are you making a performance check or a stealth check?
No, I was going to walk in and be like, "Oh, so what have I missed?"
Okay.
So you missed us breaking in and smashing up the ice, and then a bit of fun by sliding.
Yeah, where you been? Oh no, actually, Vorik doesn't say that. Vorik's too busy smashing the ice.
We're busy.
Yeah. Just an intense look of concentration on his face to smash up some ice.
Gullight's making eye chopping competitive.
yeah, actually, yeah. They get through it even quicker this time because both of them are trying to outdo the other. But literally everybody stood where Worm is because nobody wants to get any closer because there's literally shards of ice flying everywhere. Ah!
I'll get it this time!
Alright, so we eventually make our way through to the weird little elf thing. Weird little elf towards it's actually taller than Borgen. So Grandma takes hold of the boat. She says, "Oh, that's very interesting." Wonder how she got that. I believe. Oh, I didn't check that. I don't know if that's available. Hang on a minute. I forgot to check. I don't know if I'm gonna have to fucking make the thing. I can't remember what book it was in. Just give me 2 seconds. It should be here.
Was it drink time?
Yeah. Yes, actually, that's a good point. It's fucking 10 o'clock. Yeah, let's do drinks and stuff, and then I'll tell you what that is when I get back and whether I need to make it or not.
Alright. Have a couple of minutes then. That's fine.
not. This is actually in the book, not in the. So I'm gonna have to make it.
Okay.
It just fucking. It didn't even occur to me that it wouldn't be in the Wildemount book. But this is, and actually it does make sense because of who's got it, or in the current actual Wildemount.
This is from Baldorai, whatever it is.
Yeah, this is the Fenthras bow that Vexalia wields.
Oh.
But yeah, who's fucking messaging?
Probably Liam.
No, it was your girlfriend. She said, "Is he dead yet?"
Possibly he's gone.
But I don't know whether. Well, I'll wait until he's back. I'm gonna have to make it anyway, because you've got it. It's a weird one though, because I don't know. It doesn't. Right, I'm back. Right, so this isn't actually in the game. Is I was just telling the other two, Liam. Well, sorry, it is. It's not on D&D Beyond yet. I'm gonna have to make it because I've got it in the other book. I didn't realise it wasn't on D&D Beyond. So this is a longbow made of everbark from the Fey realm. Oh shit! It flexes and shifts like a living entity. It is said to have been wielded by the legendary ranger Vexalia against the Great Evils, although that hasn't happened yet in this world because I decided it fucking hasn't happened. So that last bit you can forget about. Okay. So this is Fenthras. It's an artifact, a bit like the weapons that Worm and the twins have got, right? It's a bit of a weird one because I don't know whether you want to use it. Or anybody will want to use. I don't know. I'll tell you. I'll make it and I'll put it onto D&D Beyond for us anyway at some point. But I can tell you now what it does, so you can decide whether to have it on your person or not. Right. So it's a bit of a weird one. And I think you'll understand what I mean in a minute. So when it's in its dormant state, you gain like a +1 to a bonus. +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, yeah? Which is expected. When you attack with it, you can declare an oracle shot, allowing you to experience the area around the arrow using your normal senses for 10 minutes. Which you actually did use a lot in the campaign. That is actually quite a useful one, especially if you're going into a dark fucking cave or there's a dark tunnel and shit like that, or going downwards. So you basically can use you can send your sight with it, yeah. For 10 minutes.
That's cool.
So once the property is used, it can't be used again until the finish of a short rest or a long rest. So again, you can potentially use it a couple of times a day. Additionally, when a creature is killed by an attack using this weapon, a 6 foot tall tree rapidly grows out of the corpse over the next minute. The tree is rooted to the ground to make the body difficult to move, but does not permanently damage the corpse or its organs. Please explain to me how that fucking works. I'm guessing it grows over, it like binds the body to the fucking ground.
Maybe cocoons it like.
Yeah, like the roots just grow over the sides of it rather than through it, even though there's an arrow through it. Anyway, right, so that's its dormant state, which is a bit of the oracle shot's cool. And I get, like, I mean, the tree's like a nice effect, but it just seems a bit
overkill.
It doesn't seem necessary. I mean, I get it. It's a bit, a bit of fun and all that, but anyway. Right, so in its awakened state, the attack can, but like the bonus goes up to +2, which you expect. When you hit using the weapon, the target takes an extra 1d4 lightning damage. Yeah. When you hit with an attack using this weapon, you can declare a bramble shot. The attack deals an extra 3d8 piercing damage, and the target must succeed on a DC 15 strength saving throw, or become restrained by steely brambles that burst from around the arrow. The restrained target can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. Once this property is used, it can't be used again until you finish a short or long rest. Now, obviously, now it sounds good. But the problem is you've got to get to that point, which means you've got to be using it in the first place, because you've got to find a way, you've got to do something to awaken it, yeah. And then in its exalted state, it's a +3. to the bonuses. It does an extra. It does an D6 lightning damage, and you can declare Bramble Shot twice between long rests with a DC going up to 17 from 15. So, I'm assuming
it's decent. It's
it's
no worse than a +1 longbow, and you've got a +1 longbow, so
exactly.
it's
But
worth
and actually, that with the added
having.
bonus of having the Oracle Shot.
Mhm.
So, yeah, actually, that's a good point. What are you wielding at the minute?
it's a
A
+1
+1
longbow.
longbow.
Yeah, so it's essentially the same thing, but you can cast an Oracle Shot from it, and you can make trees grow out of people if you kill them.
I've had this bow before, and if I killed that dragon with the bow shot, it would have been trapped in a tree.
Well, the tree,
Oh,
no, a
very-
6-foot tree would have grown on top of the dragon.
Probably depending on the size of the creature, it'd probably be a bigger tree.
So, oh,
yeah,
God.
because now there's just a massive tree at the top of the mountain with a dragon trapped underneath it.
So if I use that now on the dragon's dead corpse, a tree won't grow.
No, because
it has to kill it.
Oh,
So when you kill with that target, there's well, I suppose actually it is an interesting one because that happens no matter what. Every time you kill, you get the kill shot on anything that happens. So if we're in a room,
Is it
and
a
you
kill
kill
shot or is it
hang on a minute, let me just.
2-0, 2 unconscious, 2-2?
That's
defeat?
a good point.
Because if you're actually going to say if you put someone to 0 hit points with that, then the tree grows and cocoons them in it.
Right.
in
Okay.
trees.
So it specifically right. So what it specifically says is when a creature is killed by an attack using this weapon.
Yes,
And obviously you're right because in a lot of the times you don't actually kill things.
Hmm.
You
So
just
what I'm saying
knock
is
them
you
out.
could actually say that happens when they're unconscious on the floor, and you can just say, well, they're essentially restrained.
Well, anyway, so what I was saying about that is that obviously if that's the case, if it's whenever they go down, they fall into unconsciousness and they're out of the fight, because they're not obviously most of them aren't actually dead. Like technically that dragon's not dead. Although by the time you finish butchering it, it's dead.
Yeah, because it comes out.
Should be.
No.
It
Technically it
fucking
was
should be.
unconscious and bleeding out, right? And most things that you fight, other than
That is true.
some stuff, yeah. But most things that you fight, most times when you fight humanoids, unless you finish them off after the fight, are technically making death saves, right? The problem I was going to say though is like obviously a 6-foot tree sprouting up. If it's everything that he gets to knocks unconscious, suddenly there could be a small fucking forest in the room that we're trying to fight him, and you're not stepping over those corpses.
Preserve life.
So
Yeah, well, that's only the ones that he kills. So
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it'll be like. I mean, I'm not belittling, but that might be like 2 creatures out of the group, and it's like, well, 2 of them
Yeah.
end up being at 0 with a tree growing over them, bizarrely. But you know what I mean? It's like I'd personally just say if you put someone to 0 hit points, then it does it.
yeah, we can do that. Maybe you can. No, I don't think you get a choice. I was going to say maybe you can choose, but I don't think so. Yeah,
You know,
I
they
think
get
that's
a
what it means
0.
anyway. Because
Then they do.
what's the point otherwise?
Yeah, well, they do they go to 0. They do the 3 death
Yeah.
saves, and they wake up. But
Well, I
they
never
wake
bring
up and
them back. I never
grappled.
bring them back. I never do the death saves from.
No, I
anyway.
mean even
Because you
anyway,
don't
but,
do that,
but
yeah.
they're then grappled by a tree. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah. Slapping it awake, and he's like, what the fuck?"
yeah, like waking up that time when I woke up in hospital and I was bound up. You know.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not supposed to mention that, am I?
If you want to talk about it, mate. You want to talk about that time you took a trip to that special hospital.
No, not that kind of hospital. I'm listening to a Jack Ryan book, and he wakes up tied to a gurney.
Oh fuck! What did I do this time? Yeah, I'm assuming you do want to use it, Liam.
I do want to use it because
Right, okay.
I want to become one of nature and turn people into trees.
Okay. Fair enough. I will
May nature be.
I will sort it out probably, I don't know, the next couple of
Soon.
days.
Soon.
Yeah, I've got it. I should be able to do it pretty quickly, actually, because I've got the PDF, so I should just be able to copy it into
Yeah,
the.
you should. Yeah.
So, technically, if we're in a cave, I shoot and kill someone.
Your tree appears.
Yeah.
It
Tree
magically
appears.
appears.
Yeah,
And
it just
into
grows
the
over the next
ceiling.
minute. Yeah.
Into the ceiling of a cave,
Mhm.
which may cause a cave-in.
No, it's only 6 foot.
Well, it depends on the height of it. But what it could do is block a path.
Yeah. Well,
So
you
there's
got
actually,
warlock anyway.
it's one of those that at first, actually, because like the more that we've talked about it and thought about it, it seems like at first it's like, what's the fucking point in that? But actually, it's like, well, actually, it could be an inconvenience for us or for the other side. It could make it very interesting if you're fucking killing loads of shit in one
Yeah,
space.
the first one that comes through the door, you get initiative, and then you shoot it, and it goes down, and then it, like a tree pops up, and then the rest of them are like try to get through the door, and there's a freaking 6 foot tree there. It'd be quite funny.
Yeah, so suddenly that fucking fight, that 5 foot, 10 foot gap is only a 5 foot gap that can come through one at a time. But also they're freaking out because
Tree.
for some reason a tree just sprouted from their fucking mate's chest, who's on the floor bleeding out. So yeah, to be yeah, fuck. We have to remember that every time we kill something now. That ain't gonna happen. Apart from it will, won't it? It'd be like, so I'm gonna do this. Isn't there a tree sticking out of that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I will. I'll do the thingy thing. Obviously, it essentially works the same as your bow at the minute, apart from the oracle shot. So, in terms of if anything happens tonight, then you can obviously the tree thing. We just say it's happened, and it's the same stats at the minute as your bow. So, right, we've got that. What else do we want to do?
The only other thing was that big axe.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking hell, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so the twins fucking... What was Morgan's, like, I don't know, stroking his new bow? Just to, like... So it's made out of the... So it's made out of weird wood from the fucking Fey Realm. But it's also carved in the likeness of, like, leaves and vines and stuff as well. I could show you the... I might actually be able to show you.
Yeah, you've watched Fox Smashing it, haven't you?
I've watched it all.
I don't know if you saw the bow properly in that though.
Yeah, but I mean,
you do,
it's
don't you? When they
enough.
go to the
Yeah.
favorite.
I can't remember.
yeah, it's the one.
Oh,
you get
yeah,
from the
yeah, yeah.
realm. It's the big.
Yeah. I can't find the fucking... Oh, I do know where the PDF is. It's in here.
She uses it when she's fighting that Sphinx, doesn't she?
I don't know what all that was. That fucking Sphinx shit was fucking... Some things
just
didn't...
so Scanlan could sing.
Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, it wasn't the. She didn't use it to fight the Sphinx.
No.
It was after
No,
that. It
'cause
was
that was
fighting the
after.
dragon.
Yes, because they fought... Yeah, I mean, the dragon fight was... So,
Didn't she use it on the uncle as well?
Yeah, she was using it on
yeah,
that.
yeah, she was using it on the broom while she was... Yeah. So... Come on. Why am I so fucking far down?
But trees didn't keep popping up, but it didn't.
No. Which is a bit, was kind of a big thing. Well, to be fair, they never really played into it in the campaign either. Which I actually, now that we've been talking about it, it feels like a fucking mistake. They did it like the first couple of times, because that was a thing. So she just got it, so it was like, oh, you know, this is what it does. But then, like, she used that from about halfway through the campaign. And obviously it rose up to exalted by the end of the campaign, and not once did she not like after the first few times it was just forgotten about.
Well, doesn't it just say in the next minute?
Yeah, it grows over the next minute to a 6
Well,
foot
that's
tree.
it. A minute is
Yeah, but you'd see it starting.
10 rounds, you know what I mean? So you'd see it sprouting, so you'd come back quite often and be over before it actually did it.
Well, that's true. I don't know if I can. What the fucking hell? Oh, hang on. Nearly there? No, I'm not going to be able to take the image, I don't think. You might be able to see the image online somewhere. Can I take that?
I think I found it.
Yeah, what's it called?
Fenthras. I'll type it into thingy. No, keep that open. It's
Very dark though.
yeah, that's it's very similar to the original, to the artwork that they've got in the thing here.
Or you just go to the actual wiki page.
Yeah, but that's not the same design that they've got in the
But it's the
book.
description of it. It's got the three things saying what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, it kind of looks like a fucking stick though. So there were some leaves and vines in it.
Very
And
elegant.
I'm sure it didn't have a fucking string, you know. I could be wrong on that, but I'm fairly certain in the show he said it didn't have a fucking string. But that could just be because I watch a lot of fucking, like the rest of us watch a lot of shit and stuff like that. So that could have been literally anything else that I'm mixing it up with. So after a couple of minutes of like oohing and ahhing over like buying his new bow, but I'm sure it doesn't need arrows. I'm sure it didn't need arrows.
Well, there is.
I'm sure that was a fucking thing.
There is a Manticore bow that doesn't need arrows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know whether I'm mixing it up with. Because I think that was another. I don't know whether he just said that so that she didn't have to keep buying arrows. Because obviously, after a while, that gets boring as shit. No, it didn't say it doesn't need arrows. So that must just be. Unless they change that and leave that up to like the DM's discretion or something. Because I think a lot of DMs, by the time you're picking up stuff like that, are just like,
Fuck it.
oh, have you got enough arrows? Fuck off! I'm not asking that every time you get into a fucking fight. I think again, that depends on the type of campaign you're playing, right? Because if you're playing like a really like low magic, primitive fucking world or something, then shit like that's important.
Yeah.
But if you're playing in a high magic world where you're now walking around with hundreds of thousands of fucking gold, I'm not going to ask you if you went and bought fucking gold's worth of arrows, am I? So
That makes sense.
I just assumed that you did at some point.
I only buy them like 6 copper at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's just fucking, yeah. I'm surely the interest in the portable hole like makes up for that, right? That's how it works. You put gold in there and you get interest on it like a bank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I
do. Oh, right, yeah, that's right. We were chopping through the fucking eyes. Okay, so once we've chopped through the eyes, Grandma like pries the axe out of its hand, and she goes, "Oh, well, that's just some kind of sick joke."
What?
It's a giant slayer axe that's in his hand.
Slayer's axe.
I think it's. Hang on a minute, I've got it. Yeah, it's a giant slayer axe. Or just giant. If you type in giant fucking slayer, or it might. Actually, that might.
Giant Slayer Great Axe.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I was just like, well, surely that's some kind of sick joke. Because obviously this is a fucking frost giant.
When you hit a giant with it, the giant takes an extra 2d6 damage and must succeed on a DC 15 strength or fall over.
So you could only use it against...
No, you can use it against anything.
No, you use it against anybody. It just has an extra effect against giants. So you figure that this was either some kind of sick joke on behalf of the fucking like some kind of sick pleasure that she took in tormenting the giant after it was fucking dead. Or there's some other kind of fucking story behind this that you don't know, but yeah. Like he's a fucking, I don't know, homicidal maniac and killed loads of giants or something, or, you know. I don't know. But yeah, Grandma's assumed that this is some kind of fucking sick joke. So, you've got your loots. You've got your fucking absolute fucking stupid amount of gold and shit, and coins and all the other kinds of stuff. I'm assuming you're not taking. Or what are you taking though? That's the other thing as well.
Everything.
Because I don't know how big is it. I can't remember how big. I like genuinely when I rolled it.
No. It is big. The hole is big.
I know it is. I know it's fucking huge. But I didn't actually look at it when I rolled it, and I was just like, "Fuck it!"
It's
Thank
like
God they've got something.
10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot.
Yeah.
I thought they were bigger than
I
that.
mean.
Oh no, it's 10 foot deep.
I mean,
yeah.
even if you look at the image of the hole, it actually shows someone pretty much putting a dragon's hole in there.
Oh right, hang on, right. So it's enfolded into a circular sheet 6 feet in diameter.
Yeah, that's the entrance.
Yeah,
But then it's like,
and then it's 10 foot deep.
Yeah. I thought it was bigger than that, so it's 6 foot round. I thought it was bigger.
Yeah, I thought it was actually. I thought they were like fucking. Well, essentially, if you put it up against a wall, you can walk into it, but although you can't really, yeah.
Yeah, but is there actually that many big items?
Well,
there's a lot of like.
I'm just thinking how much
rings and baubles and
room. I mean, obviously, I'm guessing all the coin goes in because that's fucking like. But I was just yeah, but there are some bigger items. I can't remember what everything fucking was. Where's me?
There's a lot of gems.
Yeah, I mean that's gems again. Though they're kind of like coins. Oh, some of them are bigger. But you're gonna want to take most of those. I would have assumed, even if it's just to trade them for.
Yeah, there was things like there was a dragon statue. I have got it all written down somewhere.
Yeah, so they've got but the crystal. I don't think any of them are huge though. That's the thing. Like the dragon statue, 750 gold. It's probably not huge.
No,
but it's also not going to be. But it's going to be substantial. It's not going to be tiny. Like the silvered longsword, and that's fucking longsword. Yeah, it's mostly like jewellery.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And stuff like the silk scarf. I mean, fucking. Somebody's probably wrapped it around their head, haven't they already?
No, we've given that to.
Yeah, we've gone through that
Torby.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that's blue is given to Torby.
Okay, we're gonna get some new artwork for Torby then with the like fucking silk
Yeah.
scarf and
Silk scarf, the gloves,
dress,
and the mantle, and the dress with the dragon on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember telling Doctor, she's gonna look like an Elven princess.
Sir Gregory picks up
throne.
the crown.
Yeah, the crown.
And puts it on.
Which one?
The one with the fire.
Oh god.
Opals, whatever it's called.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can obviously. You can.
So he puts it on, and you notice
it's a gold.
Gold crown with fire opal set on.
Oh yeah, so there's well, hang on, no, because there's a gold circlet with fire opals.
Yeah, there was.
But there's also
an iron crown as well.
The gold crown with fire opal set on each of the 5 spikes.
Yeah, that's. I'm getting.
The five spike one. He actually puts that on.
Okay.
Right, and it just sort of molds into his helmet.
Cool.
Oh,
So it looks like it's like etched, but then it has these gold spikes with fire opals on, and they just sat on his head. It's like permanent part of his armor now.
And you wanted the heavy purple cloak, the velvet cloak.
Oh yeah, Worm's wearing that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, of course. Liam's like, when did they have this conversation? I don't remember being involved. I want some fancy stuff.
No, he ignored that conversation.
There was literally nothing fancy that they would have. That's the thing. All the stuff was like there was an iron crown. There was something. There was the moonstone ring for Borgen. There was a moonstone ring and there was something else.
Yeah, I don't really see him wearing things like bracelets.
No.
And circlets and earrings and chains.
I think it was said
Anklets.
Bray Nora would have a couple of bits. There was stuff that we hadn't even decided, but we're going to keep the iron crown and give it to Turgon.
And you wanted the diamond chessboard.
Oh yeah, that
He's
works
learning to play chess.
in his room. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him to teach me to play chess the proper way.
Yeah. Worm was like, but you've been playing it all this time.
I knew
You already know how to play chess, don't you? Because that's all you do in your cabin.
No.
I
would learn to be good.
I can't find the manacles that go with it though.
Yeah, that was the thing you said, wasn't it? We should take the anklets.
Oh, I don't know whether I said it in that.
Oh, did I say? Yeah. So, there's a twin set of anklets in there, and I said something like,
There's loads of fucking set things that might sell. Yeah.
No. What I meant was, so Sharog.
Oh.
And then where's the opposite one?
Who's got the Ivory Dragon comb set?
Shin. No, I don't. That one was one of those.
That's just one of those. It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
No one's really like a fucking pretty girl or boy, are they?
No.
Well, so
no one's pretty. Well, yeah, but he hasn't got any fucking hair to go.
Yeah, did he have
or a
long
face,
clothes?
so you have no idea what it looked like.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. He's secretly holding on to him just in case he gets his body back.
Resurrection.
Oh, is she also wearing the gloves then? The blue quartz encrusted gloves?
Yes.
Oh my god.
We're pimping her out.
Hey, wait, hang on. There's an important question here. Who's got the drinking horn?
I don't think we settled for that.
Sharog said she was going to have it, but Varric probably wants it as well.
Yeah, I think no. I thought I already have a drinking
couldn't-
horn.
I don't know.
Arm wrestle for it.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because I don't know whether because it's probably one of those it's like too fancy to drink out of. So I don't know whether it would hold any interest to me. Like, oh, okay, oh, that's mountains. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of the thing with Shark, because she has the boar horn that she made out of that boar he killed ages ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
she
don't know
has
whether
everything
people. I don't
else.
think. Like Warwick's like, oh yeah, that's pretty. No, I'll take it if you want. It's worth how much? Sell it. probably like me in real life, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do. Actually, I wouldn't even take it. But what the fuck am I gonna do?
Buy
with that?
some kegs.
Can I sell it? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And everything else that's big is going to be weapons, and they're being carried. So
Yeah.
yeah, because there were no like big things like I don't know, like picture frames or fucking weird shit like that, were there?
No, it seems
No,
like
there was
everything
the
just
dragon
small.
statuette was like the only thing that you could say. Well, that's
It might be substantial, but even then,
Yeah.
it's fucking. It's not going to be. It's a statuette. It's not a fucking statue.
Yeah, because I think I told Doc, because Doc, we were talking back and forth, and he was like, yeah, but isn't that like a giant thing? Because he thought it was like those statues in the room.
yeah. I thought it was.
Oh.
Yeah, I was talking about something else. I thought it
Yeah.
was the crystal statue, this
Yeah.
crystal dragon. I'm like, no, that's a dragon. It's a crystal.
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the benefit. It's like, no,
Yeah,
the little. Oh yeah, I read it now. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
no.
yeah,
So I
it's
think
probably
I would
small
say for argument's sake that you can get most of that in the bag. Obviously, a lot of it needs to be sold, but you
I
know
can
roughly how
carry all
much.
my gold without being encumbered, so that's not an issue.
I would say I don't know how much we fucking got. But well, yeah, but you say right. So here's the thing: it's right saying I'm not encumbered, but how would you carry that amount of fucking gold on your body?
Stuff it into some. No, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
exactly. And that's why you end up having things like chests and black holes and portable holes. Sorry, not black holes. Don't put it in a black hole. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's a one-way deposit. That.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you mean the portable hole? Yeah. Figured.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, deposit everything in here.
Yeah, his receipt. I'll give you a receipt for everything that you put in. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said earlier, though, I genuinely, because I have thought about it before about the money situation. It's like that's a fucking like it's getting stupid now. Like
Carrying.
how does that go? Like how does Vorak see that situation? I don't think he actually comprehends what that is. If that makes sense, I think the amount because obviously they never grew up in a world where there was that kind of coin around. There was some, but it was because they had to trade every now and again with outsiders, right? But that, I think it's one of those, you know, where you just decide not to think about something because it doesn't work. So you just go, no, okay. so he's just like, okay, so there's gold. I can buy pretty much anything I want, and what I want is food and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, just think about it this way, right? You know, when back in the day when we also used to have money and we carried it around.
Yes.
Well, you don't know anymore, do you?
No.
No.
You just
Yeah.
know you have money because you look at your phone and it says you've got money, and it's like, okay, I've got that money. That's essentially how Vorak and everyone else in this group is, because it's just like I just say yes, you've got money.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I just want to go. Can I have 10 gold?
Yep.
Yeah. Have I still got 10 gold left in that bag?
Yep.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you've still got 10 gold left, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I need to sell these gems. You two come and stand behind me while I negotiate. I don't know I can't remember whether I said it in Discord because it was fucking 2 weeks ago or a week ago or fucking however long ago it was that I told you how much or what everything was. Mm-hmm. But I don't know whether I put it. But it's in my notes. I don't know whether it is on there. But obviously, some of the set stuff that are things that appear to be together or of the same type would potentially sell for more if they are sold.
So we've still got them written down. We haven't actually,
okay,
said, oh, well, I want 7,500 for that. We've still got them as items.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that was obviously the gems. I mean, a lot of the gems you're probably just going to try and flog. Although, how many of them you can? I don't know. I don't know how many gems were there in total by the end of that. Actually, I don't think there was
There wasn't a huge number, but some of them were.
No,
like
right. So there's I've actually got it written down. So in the cave, there's 26 in the cave, but obviously some of them are pretty big, like a fucking.
Are we holding on to the huge diamonds? I know the other diamonds you and me talked about that we were going to get rid of because we already had quite a bit of diamonds.
No, there's no particular. Only 5,000 gold. It's you're unlikely to need that kind of thing, but we can keep hold of everything. We don't have to sell any of them.
No.
No.
You got so much coin that you don't actually have to sell any. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if you wanted to, I mean, actually,
I was for spell components. That's what we were talking about. I remember.
Well, although it wouldn't affect the twins, because they wouldn't do that because they're Goliaths. But there are tattoos in the game. There are magical tattoos in the world that require certain gem dusts within the forming of those tattoos, those markings, that can increase certain things. If you can find somebody that can do it. Generally along the Menagerie Coast. But yeah, so there's other things potentially maybe later on. Or you could just sit on a fucking pile of fucking gems.
Yeah, we may as well. We got.
You might as well use the coin up first.
Just put the money. You see what I mean?
Well, you could also use them potentially, I guess, maybe for like bartering or something. So somebody would be like, "Oh, that's this much." If it's something quite expensive, you go, "Can I give you this instead?" or something. If it's a big purchase, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's how much is it we've actually got in raw gold then? Did you do the thing?
It was over 1 million.
Yeah.
It is in like actual coinage.
Actual coinage. It's I did the. I mean, I'm scrolling up, but it was.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Comparative figure. It was over 1 million.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. There's no easy way of searching.
No. Disco.
Yeah.
History, and then you scroll past shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to see that because it was. Oh, right. So there's the picture of Sir Gregory with his crown. So that was about.
I've been missing pictures again. This thing's pissing me off.
It's just a heavy sketch. Because he was talking about it, kind of.
No, because I've just fucking seen the purple worm picture that you did.
He can
Oh,
have
you
the
didn't
bronze.
see the picture
Right, so
before.
this is where we're talking about.
Told
So
you,
he
it doesn't give me my phone doesn't give me notifications anymore. So unless I come onto Discord and have a look at what's being said, I don't fucking see anything.
Oh yeah. So Vorak gets the set of dice. There we go. You got something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like rolling dice.
Yeah.
You can play D&D and D&D.
But the giants are the 20s now, and the dragons are the ones now because dragons are fucking losers.
Right, the coins weighs £3,000.
Yeah, I don't think I can carry that.
Got a black hole. Don't worry about it.
That's
I'd
right.
actually
When you're saying you've got the coin, you're not encumbered. Yes, you are.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on a minute. So let's say.
So there was 46,670 gold piece of various gems, 4 1,000 gold piece diamonds, and 3 5,000 gold piece diamonds. So I've got that written down. And where was the actual figure for the money? I'm close to it now. $1,399,027.
But that's not everything we've taken. What we've taken out of.
That's just the coins.
That's just coins, and that's just that's in chests and stuff, isn't it?
Yes, but that's just coins. That's not any valuable items or anything. So out of the two, this is the figure that Grandma just said after looking around the room for a moment. She says 1,399,027 gold pieces.
Well, no, because that's not just in the.
It is. She checked and did the calculation.
Oh right, yes,
coins
because
were.
it's fucking. I was thinking, yeah. So you keep saying gold, and it's fucking throwing me off.
Yeah,
because obviously there's like
it was
copper
platinum and everything. Yeah, but she's
yeah,
just said that is a value of that. I'm like, okay.
Right, so this here is suggesting. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how accurate it is, but so neatly stacked, 1 cubic foot will contain 49,000 pennies. So, but it's not that many coins. It's in different values, isn't it? But that says 20 cubic feet, roughly, for 1 million.
Yeah, and there's 60 cubic feet.
And then it's not all in.
So
then there's loads of room left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For even with all the other shit chucked on top, which is probably going to take up maybe as much again at most. You've probably still got room to spare in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
That hole.
Yeah, it was genuinely one of those. It's like, fuck. At least we can get some of it out of there. So yeah, I'm not even going to worry about whether you can carry shit or not anymore. Or whether you can pay for it. I just assume that somehow or another you've got the coin on you, whether it's in the bag of holding or in the portable hole. So I'm just going to open the portable hole and get this gold out. Where are you opening it? On the floor in the middle of the shop. Okay. So somebody might want to borrow that off you at the end of a knife. This could go well for them, isn't it? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I was going to say they could. They
imagine what
certainly try.
Can you imagine what they'd have to be? Can you imagine what level something would have to be at? Like a person in the world, like a humanoid in the world would have to be at to even be a threat. Like somebody that hasn't, like, you know, got weird fucking godlike powers or fucking, I don't know. Yeah. Well, they'd have to have, wouldn't they? Actually. They would have to have something to be a threat. This is a commoner's like, give me your fucking money.
Yes. Yeah. Throw him 100 gold, you know, at the face.
Yeah, with force. Vorak just clubs him over the head with a bag full of fucking gold. Well, you don't want it.
You're gonna say please, thank you. No, okay, we'll take it back then.
Fucking rude. Come on, let's go. Flick a coin at them as you walk off. Right, what do we want to do now? What time is it? 10 to 11. Okay. Shall we discuss what we want to do for next week then? Because I think Liam's got work in the morning, and I've still got the dog to fucking walk.
Yeah, in the morning.
So
what we're going to do was head to back to the ship first.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Once we got back to the ship, well, to be honest, I don't know. We've got to, we wanted to go to Utherdurn, but that's going to take us quite some time. We've got to go back to see Turgon and give him his crown.
Right. Okay. Which crown is he getting?
I think it's the iron one.
Right. He'll appreciate that.
Yeah, it's all it's all square.
Yeah. Proper dwarven make.
Yeah, proper one, made of iron. You know,
Yeah.
proper metal.
Yeah.
Not gold.
Not that
like
weak
red
shit
ones
that's
got on his
soft.
head.
Yeah. And that soft metal.
I don't know.
Alright. Fair enough.
It's Utherdurn, I think, isn't it? We've
Yeah,
got to kind of let them know that. Well, there's also an orcish army outside.
That is true.
I mean, I think that was the destination before we found out everything bullshit that was going on was Utherdurn.
What we were going there for again?
Oh, I don't remember. I know we were
Because
heading that
we'd
way.
gone.
Well, what I would say is
We'd gone to the island. We'd left Turgon with the ship and the crew
Yeah.
with the ship and the big ship. We'd gone with the Remoras and we'd gone to
Palebank and realised
Palebank.
it fucking
So we were going to speak
decided
to
vengeance.
whatever his name, Elmo. What's his name?
Elrond.
No, I can't remember what his name was now. Hang on. It's El. It is something like that. It's
It might be Elro, but anyway.
Elrond.
So he's dead, so we can't
Yeah.
report to the Glass Blades there. So it's like, well, we need to go to Utherdurn, but then
right. There was, although he's obviously fucking forgotten, or maybe not. Obviously, the Plank King had mentioned something to Borgen.
Not the,
It is Elro, yeah.
Oh yeah, you should.
About potentially dealing with a great evil in the north that he needed to finish, or fucking some shit. I can't fucking remember what he said exactly. And I think that's what we were going to do. We're going to go stop off at Utherdurn for some reason. Maybe just because, you know, pop in and say hello on the way, because it was sort of in that direction. And we said that that's right, yeah, because you could pass through the mountain, like stop off for a night or two, and then come out of a gate at the south and cut through the mountains that way down to the town.
Big, big lake, isn't there? It's near Big Lake.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, hang on. Should I put us on the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to remind, because we were looking. That's the thing that Borgen was told to.
Yeah, I don't have any notes about what the Plank King said to us, because I didn't hear it.
Begins with Auralis. There it is, Auralis. U, not oo.
Auralis.
Begins with the oo. Ouralis. Yes.
Yeah, Uralis. Uralis.
That's how my brain was working. It's like it's a
So there will be a way I think that was the thing, is that there was a way, like, we'd stop off at Utherdon and there was probably like a south gate or something that would bring us through the mountains or some way. They wouldn't have put up, they're dwarves and elves, but, you know, they're not going to try to set up a town or potentially a small city out there without some kind of easy access to it. So then, and given that these dwarves, they probably just fucking tunneled through the fucking mountains. I don't know. I haven't decided on that bit yet because we didn't get to that point because Palebank got fucked and we decided that we were going to go fuck up a dragon. And I was like, I don't know if you are going to fuck up that dragon. That dragon's really powerful, but you can try. And it was either going to be a big win or a terrible failure. It was a big win.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what we were going to do until shit got fucked up, I think.
And we did. I did a sending to tell them to open the fucking gates.
Yeah, but like I said, whether
if they believe us or not, that's another story.
Yo, we can always prove it by just turning up on the front door, and knocking on it with a dragon
head.
No,
we didn't bring the head. We can get the head.
The dragon's horn, and and it's.
We got so much dragon
bones.
materials.
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
With all diamonds and things glinting from our,
yeah,
chains around our necks and what have you.
Everyone's just pimped.
Well, you all now look like Worm. It's just, he looks exactly the same. You're starting to pick up on his style.
Hot crew.
Specifically, Torby. She's just like, yeah, whatever. I'll wear this silk dress with a fur thing and
she
diamonds
looks like
all
an
over it.
princess now.
Yeah.
We own Utherdurn now, and then you find out how difficult it is because there's like so many people crowded into one place and they can't fucking set up anywhere else. And they're having all these troubles with overcrowding. So you can have it back. Don't want it anyway.
Why don't you live somewhere nice?
Yeah. Yeah, but because when they go live somewhere else, everybody's like bloody immigrants.
No, I don't think he has. He hasn't told us about what happened with the blade, did he?
What?
Or Worm?
Worm what? Oh no, he hasn't said anything about what happened. No.
We don't know anything about that. No, I think that we should, if we're not planning on fighting the orcs, just get back to the boat. Probably do a sending to Turgan and hear what the fuck's going on with the boat, what the state of it, and probably head towards Utherdurn. Unless if everything's going okay over there, maybe pick them up if they're at that point. I don't know how long we've been gone. A couple of days, a week.
Right. So it had taken you from Keltzel to Palebank a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
And that's right. 70 miles a day.
I think it was a couple of days to get to...
3 days, maybe. 2.5, 3 days to get to Palebank. And then the same, so that's about a week. Then through the mountains was a few days.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably looking at a week and a half so far that you've been gone. I mean, you do send-ins to them and stuff, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I can do sending on the way back.
I would assume that you've probably been keeping them informed.
Yeah.
To some extent. Like, we're going to go fight a dragon now. We killed the dragon.
We're fine. Thumbs up.
Alright, so Grandma is going to say that she can, if you want to avoid, because as you move to the cave entrance, you can see that all the orcs are moving around down. Like, they're still putting their fucking village, city, fucking encampment thing back together to some extent. Those that are still alive that didn't get trampled. And they're still. They're definitely diminished. There's a massive herd of fucking orcs all around it because obviously they're corralling them into that area and fetching them out of the mountains wherever they fucking ended up. So they still seem to be working on that. You see some like leading some back and stuff like that. The grandma tells you that if you want to avoid them, she can get you back to the ship if you want, or somewhere else nearby. But after that, she needs to return home, and because she needs to rest. She got hurt, and you can see, even with like the healing and the rest and everything, she's still clearly suffering from it's like she nearly fucking died. She got fucked up.
She did. I think
So
we should
yeah,
ride
so
his
she's.
grandma back.
Say that again.
I think we should ride his grandma back.
To what, the boat?
Yeah.
Alright. Is everybody up for that?
Yeah.
No, I ain't getting on that fucking thing. Alright, yeah, so if you so is that where you go? You go back to the boat, yeah?
Yeah.
Because hang on a minute. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Feisty.
Whilst
You summon a spirit though, so what spirit are you summoning?
whilst riding on the dragon.
Right.
What does it say? Your steed takes on a form that you choose. Oh, there you go.
It can war horse, pony, camel, an elk, a mastiff. Oh, your GM can allow other animals to be summoned as steeds. Has the statistics of of the chosen form, though it is a celestial fail.
Yes, it's not actually a real. It's not a thing. It's actually a.
Oh, right. So it has to be right because it depends on what type of paladin you are, whether it's celestial, fey, or fiend. Right, got it.
So if you're an Oathbreaker, it's a bad one.
No, because Oathbreakers aren't necessarily evil, but you can be paladins to dark gods.
Yeah.
And you can also be like, so if you were like a paladin of Corellon and you were from the Fey realm, like an elf from the Fey realm or something, then it might be that because Corellon's like I think that's his name. He's like the elven god, if you like. So that might become more of like a Fey thing rather than a celestial or a fiend. But if you could be a paladin of Tiamat. You could be a paladin of. I'm trying to think now. Vecna, technically, because he's a god now. So, and then you'd be like a. And actually, that's a good point. So if you were a paladin of Vecna, but you're an Oathbreaker. Well, did you break your oath to become a paladin of Vecna, or were you a paladin of Vecna and then broke your oath to Vecna, and now? Well, we'll worry about that when somebody decides to do some dumb shit like that. Not gonna think about that now. So yeah. So what was it you want it to be?
No, I was joking because I was going to say just turn her into my mount, and we got dragon mount. It's like, there you go. Again.
Yep. Do we need further evidence? Do you think? Because we've got like hide and horn and bits of a dragon. This is talking as like a player, not as a fucking DM. Is that going to be enough to convince them?
Yo.
We're walking around with various magical weapons now that are just kind of just dripping with magic.
There is that.
And various members of us are walking around with like Sir Gregory's got a gold crown on his head.
We got that thing from the neck. Well.
Oh yeah, that's just a blob of thing that no one's going to know what it is anyway. We've got scales and you know.
Yeah, I suppose they would be able to look at the scales,
teeth,
and be able to tell. Yeah, massive teeth.
You got the bones.
There's always going to be that one dickhead guard, though, isn't there? Could have fucking got that anywhere. Oh, really? I'll punch him in the face. Just for fucking wait. Because I can do it in the game. I can't do it in real life. Well, I can do it in real life.
We have enough.
I just get told off for doing it in real life. Yeah, probably. We'll see. So right, yeah. So Grandma's dropped us all. We'll fly us all back to the Boat. So you can all board the Boat.
Is she gonna fly back to the Curious Mountains?
She says she needs to go and rest.
Oh.
Oh, Sorry. I just fucking remembered. This is what happens when I don't really fucking plan stuff and just fucking turn up with random ideas in my head. Right, she tells you that she can drop you at the boat, but then she needs to go and rest, and then she's going on a journey, and she won't be around for a while.
Oh.
She needs to. So she explains that what Gelladon was trying to do was turn herself into a great worm, and to do that, she's travelled to different. I can't think what you call them now because they're not different realms. Different. I suppose it. Because the Fey realm is a different plane, but that's not what I'm talking about. Sorry, so the echoes exist in like. So basically, the theory is like the idea behind it all is that they're multiverses, right?
Yeah.
And there are like the world of Wildmount is in its own, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you've got Faerun, like I can't remember what the name of that world is. But whatever the name of the world is, where you get like the Faerun and all that, and that stuff, that's another existence, another universe.
Yeah.
Anything that I make up is also a new one. That kind of. So that's how they do it. And the echoes of powerful ancient dragons, so the echoes are their counterpart on that other world. That are almost exactly the same dragon, but they just have different experiences depending on what the world is. So that's the idea behind it all. So really powerful old dragons somewhere out there. And so tries to explain it to you all, probably as well as I did. She needs to travel amongst the stars, is what she tells you. She doesn't know when she'll be back.
Well, keep in contact when you can.
She tells you she'll try.
I'm gonna hug her really tight.
Okay. She wheezes a bit because she's all battered and bruised and really hurt.
Sorry.
It's alright, Vorik was sandwiching her from the other side. Just you two, although I feel you'll be fine.
So this white dragon was trying to become Kang the Conqueror then?
Essentially, yeah. She was trying to make. So basically, Grandma she said that from what she could figure when she's looking around the caves and all the other shit that was invaluable, was of no value to any of us, not invaluable because that's a different thing, but there was of no value to us. What she could figure out is that she's managed to kill, or she's basically the Gelladon has gone out into these other planes of existence, although they're not. But you know what I mean? These are the
multiverse
realities.
Mm-hmm.
These are the realities. She's managed to travel between them and hunt herself down.
Yeah, which is that's exactly what the thing with Kang the Conqueror is.
Right. Okay. So yes, that's
he finds himself in every other universe and kills himself in every universe.
Right.
And because he's only in one existence, he's ultra powerful
because of it. Yeah. So essentially, I'll tell you what it was is I wanted to give you a fucking chance in the fight. Because if I'd have just made her a fucking great worm, you wouldn't have made it out of the fucking cave. Alright, so I wanted to give you a chance, because she was always going to be a great worm. But I thought, you know what, fuck it. I'll give him a fucking chance. If you'd have come at it later, she would have been. But anyway, so the idea that I had was that she'd found and hunted down these other echoes, but because, she's a white dragon and the least intelligent, she hadn't worked out how to make that work to her benefit yet.
Mm-hmm. So
she was kind of more powerful than an ancient, but she hadn't I don't want to say consumed the soul, but she hadn't made the souls part of her yet to make her as powerful as a great worm. So yeah, she was very close to it, but she hadn't quite worked out how to do it. So Grandma wants to visit other realms of existence to see what state they're in and what's going on. So, although Oh no, I'm not going to say that.
Good speed, Grandma.
What? Sorry?
Good speed, Grandma.
Right. Okay, she does not.
Record.
But yes. So she then just flows off into the sky, and then you hear a big crack of fucking thunder, and she disappears.
Cord.
So you have no fucking idea where she's gone, whether she's gone back to the mountains to rest for a little while before she heads off. Oh, unless you asked her specifically where she was going, because she just said she was going to rest.
No, I think that was more me asking you if she was going.
Yeah, okay. So that's what you guys. I think the twins would just assume that she meant she was going home.
Yeah, of course.
So
That would make sense. That's where she lives. And all
as far as we're concerned, yes. Yes, that's where Grandma lives, so that's where she would go.
Yeah.
She's gonna go home and she's gonna eat some of Mum's cooking.
And have a nail.
And you're talking to each other, like, you just see Sir Gregory just like shaking his head slowly as he's looking at you.
Yeah. Worm's like, is somebody gonna fucking get these sails up? Work, come on. Right.
Turgan.
Yes.
Send the Turgan.
Is that? Are you going straight back to? Are you going straight back to Kelpsel then? Yeah.
I don't know. Are we going there or are
Or-
we going to Uthadorn?
Let's go to Keltsel. We'll
Okay.
get the ship because it should be
Yeah, that's
seaworthy
what
by
I-
now. And we're going to take all 3 ships to Palebank.
Fucking hell.
I gotta. Well, I'm still gonna do a
Which
sending to him and
Should
say,
be melting a bit now. Or at least melting back to not being completely blitzed.
But Palebank.
Hmm.
Probably. So sending to Turgan, we're on our way. Is the ship ready? We'll be there in a couple of days.
he said he. A couple of days. A week later, you turn up. The fuck are you, bitch?
Yeah, a week plus. Yeah, that's more.
Yeah, he'll say that the ship is gonna float. Doesn't know whether it's seaworthy, but
Gonna float.
it's floating again. It needs a proper dock to be able to be
I'll have a week.
fixed properly.
You can fix
No,
it
the point is it needs taken out the water. So it needs a
Ah.
dry dock to be fixed up properly. Is essentially what he's saying. But he's patched it up enough that it'll be able to. That if you wanted to move it, to get it somewhere where you can get it out of the water, then we can do so. Where's Liam gone?
I don't know.
Liam?
Oh, yeah, still.
Oh, I don't know. He just disappeared. So yeah.
I will inform Captain Worm of this that he'll need a
Okay.
driver.
He also, I would say, if because you have been probably had, I wouldn't say regular, probably irregular contacts
Mhm.
over the time he's been traveling. When you've remembered to check in with him, there hasn't been any other. They've been keeping an eye. They haven't gone into the cave,
Uh-huh.
deep into into where the hole and everything were.
Okay.
They've just stayed on the outer area around the beach and those caves there to rest and stuff. But they've not seen any signs of anything or any of the Sahuagin or anything whilst they've been there. They've been keeping an eye out, but it's been quiet as far as they're aware.
So nothing's been happening. Like no one's coming, no one's going.
Well, they haven't had any trouble.
Okay.
But they haven't gone into the caves, but they've not had any trouble. So
Mhm.
he figured that with it's just him and the crew and not you lot as well, that
They didn't have trouble, Captain.
they're not exactly going to go looking for the trouble.
No, but I would have noticed if someone came there to do
Yeah.
shit with the portal or.
Oh, because that's the other
leaving.
thing as well. We've got the fucking We need to
No,
look
but
at
that's
that a
good.
bit more at some point, maybe, or not. I don't know. Don't know what we're doing about that. Vorex is whatever. Well, he wasn't told to. He doesn't understand these things. He just turns up, and when things get in your face, he hits them with a hammer. That's what he does. Or breaks ice, or whatever else needs to be done.
Yeah, we see a dry dock in Payback.
There will be a way. There'll be
Yeah.
something there.
The twins.
Oh,
can
I
whisper
assume
out
you
of-
probably. I assume you've told him what happened to Pale Bank as well, and why you decided to.
Yeah, I'll use another sending. It'll probably get in long rest.
Well, no, I'm just assuming that over like the week
Oh,
and a half that you've been away, that's like you didn't get to Pale Bank and go, oh shit, and then not.
I'm sure we did a sending to Turgan at some point and said what happened, and said that we were off to look for the dragon.
Possibly.
If I remember.
Oh, or was that Borgen's sister? I don't
Yeah,
know.
No, we
I
did
think
it.
I'll-
We
I'll
did it.
assume-
We spoke to Borgen's sister because she was the one who told us that you no point coming through today because we've
It was
locked
a
ourselves in.
lockdown.
Yeah, so it's like right, okay, why?
And also, yeah,
It's
that
like
was
because of the dragon. It's like all right, okay, we'll go and kill the dragon then. whatever.
oh fucking hell!
Can no one
Again.
take care of their own fucking problems around here?
Yeah, the whole fucking army, and we have to go and deal with it.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
fucking glass blades ain't worth shit.
Right. So the next sentence is right. We've killed the dragon. Can you open the freaking door?
Yeah.
What?
Let us in.
Uh,
Yeah, no, I'm sure that I did do a few sendings to Turgan to.
Yeah, because we
You know.
spoke to Turgan, and that's where he told us that the ship was on its way to being done.
yeah, that's true. I can't fucking remember. I'll just
Yeah.
say fuck you. I'll just say what comes into my head.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why he was already like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. We can float it and do some repairs.
Yeah.
Uh,
so that,
But full repairs, you're talking about dried up.
Yeah.
That's fine, but
Yeah.
that's full repairs. It should be fine.
Yeah.
it'll float. It'll float. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean.
And you figured over over time, especially after like the dragon turtle attack and stuff like that. He knows his trade. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So,
That's the thing. If I'm assuming that if we're going to Uthodurn, that we're leaving the crew behind. That it's just a core group going.
to Aralis, do
Yeah.
you say, or do you say
Yeah,
Uthodurn?
I said Uthodurn because I'm assuming we're going through
Um,
Uthodurn first.
Dunno.
I don't know
They
because
might want to
I'd
go
go.
because that's
I'd
where
go to Kaltzel, pick up the 2 ships that are there, and bring everybody back to Palebank.
Mm-hmm.
Because then we can leave the ships at Palebank because there's no one there. We can leave some people in the village that's not. They can make
can
the
repair some
homes
houses
again.
and
Yeah,
shit,
and
Yeah.
the rest of us can go to Uthodurn. Otherwise, we'll all run out of food.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
true.
that's we can't just leave them there. We got to we got to go to Uthodurn. Now they should have quite a lot of food in there, because of the kind of place that it is. But they wouldn't have gone into lockdown without food. So that's where we got to go. We've got to eat.
Well, also, I think the crew. I don't know. I haven't really thought. Maybe the crew need to go back to Uthodurn anyway. I got to report back.
No, the guy they
That-
were supposed to report back to is dead.
Well, yeah. So they need to find out. Well, they need to. I would say that they want to know what's going on because obviously they might be branded fucking traitors for all they know, or not.
That's
What is
fair,
it?
that's
What is
fair.
it when you fucking? Well, they went
AWOL.
AWOL, didn't they?
Yeah, they went AWOL.
So-
It was kind of
They went AWOL, but
Yeah, but
officially
With
they went
permission?
AWOL, but
yeah. So it's whether.
unofficially
Oh,
they-
that. Yeah, that's a good point. When you get back to Palebank, they're probably going to go and look for some paperwork to see if there's anything like from Arrow to clear their fucking names.
Yeah,
'Cause we
'cause
didn't do
that
anything.
was all under like the car. Yeah, because
Yeah, it was it was a weird kind of going AWOL with permission,
Yeah,
sort of. As long as
And-
things worked out all right, and if they didn't,
yeah,
they're
because it
coming
was kind
back.
of like if you're not coming back, we assume
Yeah.
something happened to you, or you actually,
So, I'm assuming, in my mind, they're going to want to try and clear their names.
Mhm.
Whether they want to go back to being Glass Blades, or whether they want to give it up and come and join you as crew,
Why wouldn't they join? We've been.
I don't know. Sofina just nearly fucking died twice in about 6 fucking seconds. She might be questioning.
yeah, and I was giving her like 70-odd thousand gold for
Yeah.
doing it. So it's like it's fine.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll.
I
Well,
gave
like
her
I
a
said,
piece of paper at least with "This is yours" on it.
I owe you.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck's this piece of paper? That's not worth shit.
Well, it is. It's worth 70-odd. I actually have the figure, but it's like 70-odd thousand gold. So it's like,
Yeah,
it's fine.
'cause-
What you
Yeah.
see, and again, Right, they might have may or may not have enjoyed these adventures, but that's a fucking lot of gold. You can set up a nice, cushy life with that. They might be like, "Fuck that shit, I'm off. Give me my gold. Goodbye."
Yeah, they may do.
So we'll
Kurgan can go off to be king
no.
with Queen Brianora. You know,
Yeah.
He's got his crown now, so you know.
Yeah. And I'm sure Worm won't go and hunt them down in a few years' time and take the money back. Oh, fuck yeah, I don't know. I hope I'm giving them ideas now.
You know that money I gave you a couple of years that time ago? Well, I want it back now.
No, I want to talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're assuming he's gonna walk in and ask for it. They just won't wake up in the morning. Or even better, they'll just wake up to find it all gone.
Yeah.
Just walked in to start sweeping it into his black hole. Into his.
Oh no,
they'll
be sat there in a room with all locks and things, and they're counting it. And they go 1, 2, 3.
straight into your hand.
Where's it gone?
Where's the piles of? Wait. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll think about what their shit is. And then so the general idea is back to Keltsale, back to Palebang, down to Uthadun, and then onto Aralis.
Yeah.
Maybe. Is that what you use?
That is the general thing, but I think it's the thing is.
It's just so I know what to
learn first.
Yeah.
So just so I know what to
Definitely
have in my bag just in case, because I think next weekend. When's Easter weekend?
Not
Fortnight.
next.
Oh,
3 weeks.
so I've got next weekend, the weekend after, then it's Easter.
The 6th or 7th, is whatever it is, of April is Easter weekend.
Right, so that's
Not next week. Next week it's the end of it's the
so last weekend
28th,
of March. So then the weekend after is Easter weekend.
Easter, yeah.
Right, so we've got next week.
Yeah.
So we might not even get to Aralis. I'll just make sure I've got something just in case. I might get
Depends on
lost
what we
in
do in Uthadorn as well.
Say that again?
It depends on what we're gonna do in Uthadorn.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? You get into a good RP session and then suddenly it's like, oh, it's been 3 hours.
Suddenly the drow attack. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, I don't want them to go to Aralis this week because I haven't got that ready. So, look at all these purple worms bursting out the walls. There's drow everywhere. No.
No.
And now I can't do it.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say that's fine. That's perfectly good.
I can't do it now because I said it, and you'll be like, "You just said that last week."
Yeah, so I'm waiting for it. That's
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that poison you've got, try mine.
Now I have more. That insane
Well, it's got an indefinite supply of fucking poison, hasn't it?
No, I'm nearly running out of.
I thought doesn't something.
Oh,
your
that's
sword
the
just
sword.
poison
The sword
shit?
can do it, but it only.
Oh yeah, it's not on your bolts from flocking like 10 miles away, straight through the eye.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's dead.
Yeah.
Although you can do that anyway. Just shoot it and kill it. That's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think probably have to leave it there this week, unless there's something people want to do. What are you doing? Is that how many D6s you've got?
That's what I want.
That was a shit roll. There's a lot of ones in there.
There is.
God.
Still, it's 122.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's that like? Half a adult dragon, something like that. Half a. Oh, Vora could be all right.
Was this something you wanted to do? Since
No, I wouldn't be all right. I would be
Really?
unconscious. Yeah, is there anything anybody else wants to do?
I just
Before
heard
we,
Liam
like-
going, I wonder if there's something he wanted to do. Yeah, have we discovered this fucking blade on his back?
I don't know. Have you? He's fucking walking around with it on his side. No one said anything.
Yeah, I was a bit carried away.
Well, okay, I'll tell you what. Well, because it would have to be. I don't know. I assume with passive perception, but then it's one of those weird things, isn't it? Like if somebody walks in with a fucking coat on, or then goes out and takes the coat off and comes back in, you don't necessarily. You might notice that they've done it, but it doesn't necessarily register. Oh, hang on. Hang on a fucking minute.
Well, he had a long sword. He's still got a long sword.
Yeah, is the scabbard different? But it's probably still in the same place as the other one was.
It doesn't say it's a specific scabbard. It just says in
It has to be scabbarded, yeah. So I'm guessing actually, yeah. So the scabbard probably didn't fall off the other one. You probably just took your longsword out and put that longsword in that scabbard.
That's what I mean. So the change would have been, the handle's different. It was like,
well, the only thing I'd say is whether anybody because Grandma knew that was evil before she even got fucking near it. Like she was just stood like at the bottom of a fucking frozen pit fiend thing, demon lord, and was like, fucking hell, that radiates evil. So she actually, hang on a minute, because it's scabbarded now, so I don't know whether that would change it. Let me just see that. I'll do a little fucking what you call it, little check, see if she noticed it, or whether she.
I really need to pee.
And as for the rest of you, it's up to you whether you like. Like I said, it's one of those. It's one of those weird situations, isn't it? Like you say, you don't necessarily. Somebody changes their T-shirt, you might notice it, but not notice it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but we're not expecting to see him not without a long sword. He's just got.
This is it. Yeah. It's just
not drawn it, so we're not seeing that it's got a black blade. So it's just like.
No, I'd say that we probably haven't. It probably hasn't registered to anybody that he's carrying it yet. Apart from it is, what fuck, I'm trying. Would Sir Gregory not just notice it? It is distinctly evil.
No.
Whereas does he not like have like a weird aura thing that just picks up on shit like that around him or anything? No.
No.
I don't know whether he does, but
No.
That's with a divine sense.
So you would have had to have used
actively
that
doing it,
yeah,
as an action. But it's look, if it says until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You know the type of any being.
Any. Actually, it's not a being; it's the sword. The sword itself is just sentient. So
yeah, no, it's what is the if he does it, then presumably he would get picked. The sword of that Worm's got, he would pick up on that.
Yeah, which he's probably already picked up on before.
That's got a fiend.
Wow, actually, if he does it now, it doesn't have a fiend in it anymore. That's some. Well,
I'm just reading what it's supposed to be. It's where does it say? There's one bit where it says it's got the creature inside it.
The sword. It doesn't have it in it anymore.
I know you said that.
It was a.
Yeah, that you're having the same problem I have. It's got a.
I can't remember whether it's I can't remember whether it's the Glab Resu, and I don't think it is. It's the other one. It's about. I don't know. You'd have to fucking find it.
That's what I mean. Why can't I see it anymore? He said it on the weapon. Anyway, I think it's a fiend.
Yeah.
So he would have. So because it's a magical weapon, but it's sentient and it's got the soul of a fiend bound to it, then I presume that would be detected.
Oh no, it's a Yocklaw.
That's it.
Not anymore. Why did I think it was a fucking Glab Resu?
I don't know. But that is a.
I must have been reading something else about him.
That is a fiend, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
You would sense it because that's in there. But so he potentially with the sword, but he's not. He's got to actively be doing it. It's not like a passive thing.
Right. Yeah, I thought you'd picked up like some kind of fucking aura or like weird sense thing that was just active when you leveled up or something. I didn't know. I don't know.
No, we got very little. This.
Yeah, so you're not at a point as a paladin either where you would just be like, "Oh shit, there's something evil over there."
Auto detected.
No, I got an aura of no. there was some kind of change to an aura. What was it?
I don't even know where your fucking auras are. How did you even where are they?
Under features and traits.
Oh, okay.
Oh, aura of courage. While you
Oh.
are conscious, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet can't be frightened. So that's the new thing that it got. So it's not
Yeah,
just.
so it's not
not
anything
anything.
to do with noticing fucking weird shit around you.
No more than what I normally get.
Alright, okay. Yeah, so I don't think anybody's yeah, so anyway, back to the original question, I don't think anybody's necessarily picked up on the sword yet.
Yeah.
Because also the other thing as well is that when you last saw the sword, it was a long sword, but in that that was tuned to the size of a great big fucking demon, right? So it's like twice the size of what it is now. And now it's a long sword that's like it's just a long sword on his hip. That's where the other long sword was. It's not.
And he hasn't took it out, so it's like, yeah.
He's not taking out the scabbard. No one's picked up on it. It's probably being quiet now, so Grandma didn't notice it. So,
Yeah, I ain't pulling that out until I'm close by to someone.
Yeah, you
Again.
fucking stop. You fucking. All I'm saying. I know I baited you into taking it. So if you want to change your mind and not take it, that's fine. But if you pull that sword out, you stab anybody in this party, Vorak will fucking kill you, or do his best
He's
to.
already dead.
Because like a lot of the group were already fucking a bit like with you.
That's what I meant earlier about when I said, "Remember trust, guys."
Yeah.
Trust?
I suspect if Shin is driven to kill somebody else in this group or to stab somebody else in the group with that sword, the best he'd be hoping for it to be left in an unconscious fucking mess somewhere. However, you did ask for a sword like that.
Yeah.
I did warn you that they came with them, but I did bait you into taking it. To be fair, when I say bait you into taking it, I literally said to you, "You might want to go back and get that sword because Shin will want it."
Yeah, but it's still a play choice if you want to do it. You got warned that it's an evil blade, and you still do it, and you're on the bad side of a group already. And everyone ignored the fucking evil blade and said, "We're not touching that."
No, we didn't ignore it. We actively said that's
Fuck
probably
that
a bad idea.
And Shin, who's already on the downside with the group, goes and picks it up. How do you think that's gonna turn out?
It's a really good weapon, though.
Yes. Yeah. You never know. You might survive the assault from the rest of the group if they decide to turn. No, but because I literally told you to go and take it. I mean, you were warned, but if you do ever like, I don't know. If you want to, what I would say
is the randomness of whether you succeed or not.
Yeah,
that's the big downside to it.
What I would say is that if you want to go back and say that you didn't take it, it has to be now though, because if you after that warning, for the second, third warning that you've had on that sword now, and from the rest of the group saying that obviously if you turn on one of us, that's probably going to be it for fucking shit. If you want to go back and say that you didn't take it, you can do. But this is the only chance you're going to get to do that, because otherwise I'm going to have great fucking fun with it. Honestly, it's a great fucking weapon if you make the rolls.
Yeah,
I don't know what your charisma is.
If you don't.
Well, but then it's only demanding blood. Oh, mine, no, because it takes control of you.
Yeah.
But as long as you draw it, you've got a minute from drawing it to hit something that has blood. Yeah? And actually, if you're feeding it blood every time, even if you're fighting, like, I don't know, what doesn't have blood? Undead?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it wants to destroy undead. So
exactly. So then that's probably kind of So what? Okay. So what hasn't got blood? It's not going to get blood off a demon. Do they get? No.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Or Sir Gregory.
It would have to be exactly. It'd have to be like you'd have to be fighting something that was like an animated item or I don't know, like living plants, which is probably going to fucking kill anyway.
Oh, actually, that's what we haven't. So we were inside a cave, and did we fly?
Well, you were flown by Grandma.
So we've landed on the boat, and currently there's been no grass or stuff.
Nope, not yet. So there's no sign yet that anything's
not
happened.
Even indicate anything because all the plant life that just shrivels and dies around you.
Yeah. So so you have a minute from right. So my point is, you have a minute. So unless you're going to be fighting something that's not got blood, then you're going to hit something within a minute. That's like 10 rounds of fucking combat, yeah. And most things have blood, and if not, it's going to be fighting undead, which it wants to do anyway.
Green slime.
Yeah, and half the time, your first thing that you do is rub your hand across the blade. So I would say that there's a good chance. It's not definite, but there's a good chance that in most fights, it would probably get enough from most fights that on the fights where you just run your hand across the blade, it would count as enough. If that makes sense.
Yes.
So there is a risk tied to the blade, but in fairness, it could be fucking years down the fucking line with the group before something. In terms of like time passing in the game before something fucks up, and you end up stabbing somebody. So I think for the most part you'll probably be okay, but obviously, I mean, it kind of goes without saying anyway, doesn't it? If you sit around and fucking stab Vorak because the blade is demanding blood and you haven't given it any, that's not going to go well for you. So, but then again, you know, you've also gone a bit crazy. You could, I tell you, it's no more of a risk than your wolf form, because if you drop below, what is it, like 10 hit points or something, or whatever it is, but if in your wolf form, if you drop below so many hit points, you lash out at the nearest target or something, don't you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you do. There's a feral. So you're already taking that risk, yeah. I mean, obviously, you can build enough trust between now and then that maybe attacking somebody might not be too bad, but
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it for you now.
What is lichen?
Right.
Oh yeah, it is.
Found it.
So you're successful to do a wisdom saving throw DC 8 or more, or move towards the nearest creature and use an attack action against it.
Right, which is that's your bloodlust, isn't it? And if you drop below 37 HP, so it must be to do with. It's got to be like half your HP or something. Yeah, so if you drop below half, you have to make the save, yeah? That's probably more likely to happen than you not draw blood with that sword within a minute of drawing it. That's 10 rounds of combat. How often are you going to miss with the sword in 10 rounds of combat? And you'll have rubbed your hand along it probably at some point to activate a right, yeah? So, again, it's up to you whether you keep it or not. But I would actually say that the risk of you lashing out in your wolf form is higher than you stabbing somebody with that sword. And if you wolf out and you catch somebody, you do that feral fucking shit. Well, we've seen that before. Mm-hmm. You're probably more likely to be forgiven that because it's some of your fucking crazy wolf shit, yeah?
Yeah.
I personally, I'd keep the blade just for fucking shits and giggles, honestly. But you're right. So the reason I'm saying it, the reason I'm giving you the option to take it back is because I literally told you that you'd probably want that sword. I really did bait you into taking it. So you don't. If you wanted to take that back, you don't have to have done it.
Yeah, but baiting or not, I mean, it's also the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna take her out in a minute. Yeah. I'd keep it.
Yeah, let's see how that goes down. Shin.
You, to be fair, the groups are probably. I don't know. It's up to you. Hang on, what?
I'll decide about next session.
No, you had now, didn't you?
Yeah, no, it needs to be now. Do you know, honestly...
Finger of Death. You send negative energy coursing through a creature that you can see within range, causing it searing pain. The target must make a con save. It takes 78 plus 30 necrotic damage on a fail, or half as much on a successful save. A humanoid killed by this spell rises at the start of your next turn as a zombie that is permanently under your command, following your verbal orders to the best of its ability. You could do that once a day.
Do you know what's really interesting about that? So if he does that once a day, the first time that Shin does that, how's Borgin going to react?
The other issue I have with this, with that particular thing, because I don't know who created this sword.
No.
Because it's obviously a homebrew, but it's like its purpose is to ruin undead, and one of its abilities is one of its abilities is to raise a zombie. Right, which just seems a little bit weird. What was the other spell it has?
Let's see. Can you link it?
Where's it gone? No, I just had to search for it.
Call lightning.
It's called lightning. I didn't. Because I was looking what the spells are. So Finger of Death is a very high level spell. Divine Word.
It hasn't worked anyway because it's not showing up on his fucking Finger of Death.
Finger of Death.
Divine Word. You utter a divine word, imbued with the power that shaped the world at the dawn of creation. Choose any number of creatures you can see within range. Each creature that can hear you must make a charisma saving throw.
Do you know what that is?
Save, the creature suffers an effect based on its current hit points. 50 hit points or fewer, deafened. 40 hit points, deafened and blinded. 30 hit points, blinded, deafened and stunned for an hour. 20 hit points or fewer, killed instantly.
Okay, so you're right about the Finger of Death thing. It's technically not right. So it is a homebrew, but it's actually technically the Sword of Cast. And the only thing I changed was the wording of certain shit. And then, because what you do with the Sword of Cast is that you have to pick that you roll for the properties, yeah. So do you know? Hang on a minute. Let me just go back to. So, like, not the spell. The spells are already on the Sword of Cast. That's why. Or the whole thing about like being, about ruining death and anything. Well, it's actually death and anything to do with liches. I don't know if that's still in there. No, it's not. There's something to do with. Essentially, it's meant to be against anything to do with Vecna because it's the Sword of Cast, right? But rather than having it as a Sword of Cast, I took all that out and made it the Demon. The blade of the Sword of the Demon King, or whatever I called it.
Yeah.
But it's still a Sword of Cast, other than the wording on certain things, right? And the only bits that I changed are, do you know where it says while attuned to the artifact, you get +1 bonus to your armor, right? So it gets one minor beneficial trait, one major beneficial trait, one minor detrimental trait, and one major detrimental trait, right? And that's what those four are. So other than that, everything, the spells that are on it were already on it. I didn't change those. But you're right, the Finger of Death doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's just like it says because cast purpose to bring ruin to all undead, and it's
and then it would create stuff. Or did you just create it to fucking kill it? Because obviously Cass was one of Vecna's generals, but then he's turned against him.
Yeah.
And that's why it was made. But that's still so. Unless he knew. But then why would he cast that through his sword? He'd know how to do that. But he would choose not to do it. I suppose that's the thing. You can choose not to fucking do it just because you're able to. It doesn't mean you have to. But yeah, that is a weird one.
Because that's the personality of the demon inside the sword. that wants to destroy undead, and it's a sword that's allowing you to cast Finger of Death, which...
Well, the sword hasn't got a demon in it. It's just it's sentient.
Yeah, well, that's normally because the whole
Yeah,
point of Ascension is it has something bound within it. So
I think it's something to do with like it's something to do with I can't remember exactly all the stuff on it, but it's something to do with Cast himself. That
Oh yeah, but I'm just talking about in general. A sentient
Yeah.
weapon, the whole thing is it's got something bound within it. So the personality is normally of the thing bound within it.
also
So it wants
you
to destroy undead, and it's like, it's just that one.
Yeah,
thing
no,
that
you're
really
right.
Stands out as like
I didn't realise that's what it did. I just assumed it fucking killed shit. I didn't look at the spells. I'll be honest with you. But you're right, that is a bit weird. On a sword that's literally designed to... or wanting to murder everything that's undead. Again. I say it personally, I'd keep the sword. Because actually, especially given your Crimson rights and everything, the being bathed in blood thing, I think is going to be such a... I think it'd be an unfortunate incident for that to happen. Like, can you imagine? Why would you draw the blade if you're not going to fight? And what are you going to fight that doesn't have blood? And if it doesn't have blood, you're probably going to use it to create a right anyway, right? Like I said, I think you're far more likely to be in your Lycan form and drop below half your hit points, and then just lash it out at the nearest thing. And also, if the blade does take control of you, it just wants blood. So it's going to attack the nearest thing with blood, which could be one of us. But it could also be whatever it is you fucking fighting.
Yeah, but there are situations where we might not be in a fight for a long time.
There might be something after that fight, the first fight where you draw it, where the rest of the group are like, what the fuck are you doing? But, you know, Shin's used to that shit, isn't he?
Deeper down the ship.
But yes, if you want to go and take it back... Oh, what I would say is you have to take... let me know before the next session whether you want to put it back or not. I'll give you that. Because I did literally fucking tell you to go and take this one. Well, not quite, but I might as well have done. But yeah. But even then, actually, none of the rest of the group, they might not even recognise it. Well, anyway, I guess we can see how that fucking pans out. I need to go and walk the dog before I get told off again.
Alright. Good session, guys.
Yeah, that was fun.
I should be off on Saturday next week.
Alright.
No, just let us know. We don't. Well, to be honest, we're going to be travelling, and then we're going to be going to Uthodurn, and so as long as you, I suspect if we get to Aralis, it won't be like before 10 o'clock or anything. I don't know. It depends how long it takes to do shit, but okay. So I don't like. It'll probably mostly be like role playing, if you end up working. So you'll probably be back in time anyway. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going because I need to go walk this fucking dog.
Good night,
And I'll
guys.
see you all next week.
Night,
Bye.
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 Bye. Alright guys, that's it for us tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with World of Warcraft. I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye!